In this video, I'm going to attempt to survive 100 days in an ocean-only world. My main goal is to build a massive village while surviving on a single life and avoiding the lurking sharks at all costs. So, let's get started. Here we are in this big blue beautiful body of water with absolutely nothing except a bunch of drowned, some peculiar fish, and sharks. There are sharks here. I can't quite see any right now, but we have to be careful because they are lurking. Now, there's nothing except, I guess, whatever this is over here. Not quite sure what it is, but we're going to head over there because it's literally the only thing around us. And I mean, this ocean is deep. Have a look at that. Now, I am running a brand new mod, which I'll link in the description, which no one has really tried. It makes the oceans extremely deep and bizarre. And oh my goodness, is that a trident? No way. Come on, brother. That is literally a drowned riding a nautilus with a trident. Okay, what the heck is this? Now, this looks like a floating log of some sort, so that is fantastic. It seems as though this mod adds floating trees, which makes this possible, I guess. Hopefully we get a sapling. We got none from that. Is there any more leaves at all? Oh, you one. Come on, please. Please. Nope, no sapling. Okay, we got one more leaf. Please. Please be nice. Nope, still nothing. Okay, whatever. Oh, I guess we have logs, so that's a good thing. And spruce logs, so that's an even better thing. I'm going to craft up a crafting table. Then I'm going to make all of the tools that we usually make at the start of a world. A pickaxe, and of course an axe. Now the axe more importantly, so I can go ahead and chop these logs here. This is a very large log or trunk floating in this ocean, so this is a very helpful start, I won't lie to you. Okay, we have it drowned on us already. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this guy, but I'm going to try not to take any damage. Just get one more log. It shouldn't be too difficult. Ah, easy peasy, mate. Oh, there's another one. Oh, he's fast. Oh my days. Get out of here, brother. Go. Beautiful. Man, this ocean is so deep. It's low-key terrifying. I think I might have found a brand new fear. Getting little tingles in my feet. Let's go ahead and make a boat so we can get a little bit safer because obviously swimming through the ocean with sharks lurking is dangerous. Is there any nearby? I don't think there is. I'm definitely not complaining though. Anyway, there should be villages floating in this ocean. So I guess aside from the logs, we can hopefully find ourselves a village. So I guess let's just swim until we find one. I think I see another log pile over here. Let's see if we can get some saplings. Yep, that's definitely a tree trunk. And this time it's dark oak. So that's going to be completely useless even if we do get a sapling. So whatever. Oh, but I do see a village way off in the distance there. Beautiful. Let's head right over there. Alrighty, looks like potentially two houses. Oh, there's one over there as well. So let's see what this area looks like. I don't see any trees, which is a little bit sad. But let's jump in. Oh, we have sheep. Brother, how you doing, mate? Mr. Shepherd. Alright, you got some brown wool for emeralds. Okay. What have you got for me, mate? Black wool and shears. Alrighty. Oh, we got some nice flowers. No grass though. Oh, wait, no, there's grass in here. Okay, beautiful. All right, okay. I think this is a very nice village here. This looks fantastic. What have we got? We've got some wool. We got some banners and some dye. Well, we've also got a bed. That's nice. But apart from that, nothing really worth it. Oh, there's some coal in there. That's good. I guess, you know what? Let's take it. We'll take the bed as well. There's quite a few buildings here, so let's see if any of these buildings have some loot. Oh, we've got a nice little dock. Look at that. Oh, this is amazing. All right, this is a blacksmith. That is what I like to see. Some stone tools. Okay. We got some iron. Ooh, an ingot. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, a bunch of enchanted stone tools. I don't quite know how useful that's going to be, but I don't mind it at all. All right, let's see what else I can find in these random buildings. Some random stuff in that one. Nothing at all useful. And I wish there was like a sapling around here or something like that. That would be super helpful. I see sugarcane at that one there. Oh, and I see some crops. Man, this village is quite large. There's a bunch of buildings quite close together. This is very nice. There's a crop farm here as well. So let me quickly go ahead and harvest these crops up, at least the ones that are ready. And the good thing is there is a bunch of hay bales pretty much everywhere. So my food situation should be sorted. Oh, there's bread in here as well. Beautiful. You know what? Let's sleep the night away. Mostly because I don't want these villages to get eaten by the drowned. Although I am noticing this is actually very shallow. Only a couple blocks deep. This is fantastic. Compared to where we started, this is very different. Anyway, let's go through and check out the other houses.
I'm interested about that one. That one looks very strange. But firstly, let's grab these crops here. Hello, Mr. Villager. Just gonna take all of your food. Oh man, this is such a great start considering we are in an ocean-only world. Although I must admit, these villagers definitely make it a little bit easier. We have some sugarcane. Let's go ahead and harvest these up real quick. Man, I really just need like saplings. It's very unfortunate that I haven't been able to find a single one, but there are a bunch of books in here and that is going to be a massive help. Hello, Mr. Librarian. Alrighty, I'm very excited to see what we can put together in this world. Now, we do have a few goals to hit in these 100 days. The main goal, of course, is to build up a beautiful village, because right now the village is extremely separated. So I want to build a nice, big, beautiful community and make a fully functioning village on the water. I also want to get fully enchanted diamond armor and tools, trying to make them as good as I possibly can. I certainly think we're going to make this... Oh my days, what is that? Brother, what the heck? Was that a pufferfish or something? Dude, that is crazy. It scared the daylights out of me. Like I was trying to say, I do want to make this village the main village and where we set up our empire. I think this will be the perfect start, like the middle of the village. Like, this is awesome. We got some emeralds. Thank you, mate. With some feathers and sticks. No thanks, mate. What about you? What have you got for me? Fish. Okay. You can keep that for now. Alrighty. I have an announcement to make. I now own all of you. This is going to be the very center of our little empire. Now, I know right now this is a dock, but it won't be for long. My goal is to destroy every single one of these houses and rebuild them in my perfect vision. But before we do anything, I need to get my food situation fixed because right now it is no bueno. So I'm going to steal those hay bales, turn it into wheat, and then turn that into bread. And now I did notice a shipwreck right here, so hopefully we can get some good stuff in here. Fingers crossed. We've got, okay, a leather cap with respiration, copper nautilus armor. I think I'm alright. I don't need that. Okay, pretty useless in there. Is there another chest? Oh yes, a parrot spawn egg. Okay. You guys saw that first. I got that spawn egg from this chest. Okay, and an empty map. I don't really need that empty map, do I? Anything else at all? Oh, iron. Okay, this is what I need. Thank you very much. Some emeralds. Okay, unfortunate, no diamonds. Let's get back up and breathe. I wonder if I can get all of my diamonds from shipwreck. How difficult would that be? I have no idea. All I know is for now, I need to fix up my inventory because it is not good. So let's just borrow this barrel right here, dump everything in there. And what axes have we got? We got an efficiency 2. We got efficiency 2, unbreaking 2. That is beautiful. So I guess I don't need that anymore. Oh, we got another iron ingot. I'll take that. Thank you very much. There's so much render stuff. There's a firework there. What about this bow? What is this bow got? Okay, just a normal bow. Pretty useless, but I'll keep it anyway. Okay, I am going to craft up an iron pickaxe. And I think the best thing for me to do is go on an adventure on my boat. Try and find some logs or floating logs to get some saplings and maybe even some villages that I can raid. I don't want to raid this area because these are my homies and I own them. So it wouldn't really be raiding, would it? So I set sail in search for treasures. The ultimate treasure for me was going to be any kind of sapling so I could get a renewable source of logs, but I was going to take anything I thought may come in handy. The first house I came across, I went crazy and took pretty much everything I could get my hands on. I then realized that this stuff was pretty much everywhere, so I swiftly got back on my boat in search for some real treasure. I came across a dark oak trunk floating in the waves, broke the leaves, and once again left empty-handed. I decided to raid the next house, hoping to increase how much dirt I had because I knew dirt was not going to be easy to come by, and if I wanted some large farms to feed my people, I was going to need more dirt. I then moved on to the next lily pad, which was a market, which I searched for anything valuable, but honestly, there was pretty much nothing I hadn't seen before. However, I did notice that there was a pile of suspicious gravel with a brush, so I decided to try my luck for some sniffer eggs, but once again, luck was not on my side. I continued raiding mainly for dirt until I decided to switch tactics and hunt for some shipwrecks instead. The first one I came across had nothing except for a horse egg. I don't think these spawn naturally, so it must be a feature within the mod. But I was happy to see it because now I could finally grow a friend that I could count on. I found yet another spruce trunk floating, but still, the leaves just didn't want to drop saplings. That's when I noticed a massive green thing floating in the distance. It turns out it was a gigantic turtle. I've never seen a turtle so large and I was shocked, but it reminded me of how small I was inside of the ocean. I then remembered that I had a mission to complete, so I hastily made my way back to the camp so I could start growing a civilization I could boast about to my friends. Just kidding, I don't have friends. Anyway, I made my way back to the camp I self-declared as my own and stashed my loot in nearby chests. Also, really quick, if you want to play Minecraft with a friendly community and build beautiful builds without being raided, then my SMP is the best place to do that. There's a bunch of custom powerful tools you unlock while playing, you can level up through a custom set of ranks I've created, join towns, build your own, and so much more cool stuff that I have personally created myself. You can join on Java and Bedrock on version 1.21 or higher, so if you're keen, join the Discord in the description or use the IP down there to join. Anyway, where were we? I just got a diamond from a suspicious sand. I had no idea you could get diamonds from them, but I will certainly take it. I do need to figure out my storage situation because right now, it's pretty pathetic. Everything is kind of just everywhere, but at least the chest is empty. Now, I do want to change the way this is all set up. Right now, the only way to get around is either swimming or through boats. Obviously, when trying to build a civilization, that is not the best way to have things set up. So I'm on a mission to improve all of my citizens' lives and make this the greatest ocean village ever. Now, I do need to find my logs. I got 15 here because I want to turn these into slabs because I think obviously I don't really have much of a choice. Other than that, let's quickly just fix up this little section here. I've got a bunch of terracotta that I stole or borrowed. So why not chuck this in here and complete this little circle? Just like that. Then I can take these slabs, just build out a nice little walkway. 3 blocks wide. To me, I think that's going to be pretty perfect. Now, I don't quite know where this is going to go just yet. I do need to try and make this as aesthetic as I can, which I think is going to be a little bit difficult, all things considered. We haven't really got much to work with, but I'm still going to do the very best that I can. Hold on a second. This is an azalea, right? If I get bone meal, I can grow an azalea tree. So I might not even need sapling. Hold on, how can I get bone meal? I've got 32 wheat seeds here. I can grab that. And is there a composter around? Maybe not here. Maybe there is one over there. Let's have a look. The only downside is if this works, I'm going to need bone meal every time I want to grow a tree, which is definitely not the most efficient. Ooh, emeralds. Thank you, sir. But I do not see a single composter, which is not good. What about that one? Oh my days. What about that one over there? Let's check that one. I don't know what's going on with this one. This one looks like it's kind of been cut in half. Like there's 2 of them, so that's weird. Something's going on here, that's for sure. But I would be surprised if there wasn't a composter here. Maybe there's supposed to be one in this one, but it's been destroyed. Man, come on. Oh, but I'll take the emerald. Oh, there's cows and pigs as well. Brother, let's go. We're going to be able to get literally everything. Alright, there has to be a composter at this one. This is literally an island of crops. I would be extremely confused if this hasn't got a composter. Yes, it does. Look at that. Boom. 1 bone meal. And that's it. Oh my goodness, that was unlucky. Can I try and get some more maybe? None of these crops are ready to go, unfortunately. You know what? I didn't even need these crops. I'm going to harvest them all and finish this composter cycle here. Bang. 2 bone meal. Let's go. Okay, let's just test our hypothesis. If I go bang, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got trees. Hell yeah. That is what I'm talking about. While I'm here, I'm going to grab the dirt because dirt is a hot commodity. Sorry, mate. Alright, you can keep the rest of the dirt. Not because my shovel broke, because I'm a nice guy, okay? Anyway, where's my boat? Here's my boat. Alright, let's go back. Alright, and we are home. Hello, my friends, who are certainly not here because they can't be anywhere else, and then they're certainly not stuck, okay? They can leave whenever they want. Oh, hang on, we have a stick trade. Hold on a minute. Wait a second, Jeffrey. Let me lock that bad boy in. Hell yeah. Yeah, brother. What a deal. Alrighty. Now, I don't actually know how many logs I've got. Oh, there's an iron axe. I'll take that. Yeah, I don't quite know how many logs I have. I don't think I have many. But you know, considering our current situation, I think we may need to go mining. However, I don't quite know how we're going to get down there. I mean, it's not too deep, to be completely honest. I can probably make some kind of ladder all the way down. That might work. But we are at Y256. Because why not? So I have to dig 256 blocks to be able to get down to Deep Slate. That doesn't sound fun. So I kind of don't really want to do that, to be completely honest. How you doing, mate? Get out of here. Go. Alright, this is all we have for a little village at the minute. We need to expand it. We need to get rid of these islands that are not placed correctly. I mean, there's only 2 nearby. And we need to expand it. There's an absolute metric ton of work to do. I should have enough tools. There's quite a few around. Let's spend a few days working on the village and get it looking a little bit better.
Starting off, I surrounded the main island with a circle of oak slabs since it was kind of the only thing that I could think of. I then decided to start with some farms since this would be important if I wanted to get myself some food since I'm a pretty hungry fella, some emeralds from the greedy citizens, and of course some bone meal for the starving azaleas. I couldn't finish it though since I had no remaining dirt and no terracotta or logs to do anything else, so I decided to head to the nearby lily pad to decimate it. This was around the time I realized there were sharks all around me, which would have been very nice to know when I was swimming. Firstly, I safely secured the villagers back at the main village so I could use them later, and then got to work on destroying everything on the lily pad. Once the lily pad was cleared, I took the lily pad itself so I could relocate it to the main village. Clearing the terracotta took a whole lot longer than I was expecting, so I knew exactly what I needed to do next to fix this. Firstly, I created a path heading straight ahead to where the second lily pad would be for the main village. I then created a circle using the green terracotta I recently stole, but once I finished it, I quickly felt as though it was way too far away. I debated for a few minutes on if I cared enough, but quickly realized that if I didn't fix this now, I would hate myself for the next 89 days. So I quickly destroyed the lily pad again, shortened the oak slab path, and rebuilt the same lily pad a little closer to the main island. This time I was much happier with how the village was looking. Now that we have this second lily pad built, I can finally fix the issue. Now, I didn't actually mention what the issue was. Obviously, clearing these islands here to get resources takes forever, especially when using iron and stone tools. And very soon, not only am I not going to have any iron, but I'm not even going to have cobblestone. And while I was building the first circle before I destroyed it, if you were paying attention, you would have seen a drowned nautilus with a trident. He came right up into here and started throwing tridents at me, with each trident taken away around 4.5 hearts. I ran away, not trying to take any more damage, and healed up, but unfortunately he was able to take out my little guy here. So we are a villager down. He was standing over there and literally sniped him from right across. It was horrible to see. But then once I got the courage, I came out and I critical hit him 3 times. But even with that perfect strike, I almost lost my life, which would have meant we had to restart, which is not something I really want to do again. So I have to go down and try and find some diamonds. After all, one of the main goals is to get absolutely stacked, and really I think the only way that is going to happen is heading down into the mines. Now before we do go, I do want to make sure I get a second iron pickaxe, because like I said before, we're at Y256, so we are going to have to do a whole lot of mining before we even get close to diamonds. So I'm going to make a second iron pickaxe, try and fix up my inventory a little bit. Then I guess I have to use these stripped logs to just make an absolute metric ton of these ladders. 27, oh my goodness, that is not even gonna come close to what I need. Okay, that's 90 ladders right there. That is probably still not gonna be enough. I've got 2 more in there. Oh man, this is not good. Before starting this 100 days, I had no idea that the Y level was so high. So that definitely complicates things quite a lot. But hey, I love a challenge. Okay, there's a bunch of creepers and spiders over in that circle. That is not good. And I should have trapdoors. There they are, 35 spruce trapdoors. Okay, let's see. Let's try not to have these guys blow up. That is literally the last thing that I need right now. Okay, that's 2 down. And 3rd one done. Now my question is, can I even place ladders in water? If I can't, that is going to make this a massive problem. Please. Oh, you can. Beautiful. But you can't really go up them, can you? So is there even any point in me using ladders down to the water here? Maybe instead of building the ladder for now, let's just dig down from here. And there we go.
Oh, wait. So when I open that, water goes through? Okay, no, we're good now. So let's make sure we dig 2 blocks wide, as always, and we'll just start digging down. Now, we are already at Y213, so, I mean, having the little ocean there go kind of deep helped quite a bit, but yeah, this is going to be rough. Ooh, iron. Yes, that is exactly what I need. And it looks like a big vein of it too. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Man, that is going to make things a whole lot easier. Oh, even more. Hell yeah, brother. It's because our Y coordinate is so high. That's why there's a lot of iron. That is beautiful. That is exactly what I like to see. Oh my days. That is fantastic because we basically had virtually no iron remaining, which was one of the main reasons I didn't have a choice but to come underground, because there's no way that I'm doing this 100 days with stone tools, and iron tools aren't even that great, but they're kind of like a minimum. Anything lower than iron is just horrendous. Now, I'm really hoping that we find a cave. That's going to make things a whole lot easier. And if we find the right cave, we may not even need to dig down very far. I do, however, have a plan for if we do run out of ladders. I can always just get the water to come down and use some kind of water elevator. Not quite sure how good it's going to be, but it'll be a lot better than just trying to find the wood that I don't really have to use on ladders. Oh, there's some coal. I could definitely use a little bit of coal. Okay, let's make sure I use my ladders just so I don't get stuck down here. Okay, this bat is just making things horrible. Get out of here, mate. Go. Jesus. Okay, I only have 18 ladders left, so I might have to go up and get some water so we can go deeper. But there goes our very first iron pickaxe, and I think we're going to be pretty much out of ladders. All right, this is as deep as we can go. I do need to go up and get water. Maybe I can have it come right down there. Let's just hope that it doesn't flood the ladders, because then it's going to be a bit difficult to breathe. So we'll get rid of this sand, get rid of this stone, and open the trapdoor. Beautiful. And it's going down just like I expected it to. Can I make it to the bottom before the water gets there? No, we get trapped. Oh my goodness. But look at that. That's beautiful. I wonder if I can like keep this just in that one lane. As long as I dig just one block, that should work, right? Yes, it does. Look at that. Hell yeah. I just got to keep the water one block lower. Oh, is that a cave? Oh, that's a cave. Hold on a minute. Let me get this iron real quick. Already 24 iron. Beautiful. What the? Okay. I need to get a door. I need to get a door bad. What the hell? Let's go back to the top. All right, we are back right at the very top. I need a door desperately. Guess we're gonna have to use some spruce. Not exactly the kind of log I want to be using, but don't think we have a choice. I also want to quickly smelt up this iron. Oh no, another one of my villages has been taken. What? Brother, that's just sad, man. I have to protect these guys. I need to, hold on a minute. How do I do this? I just drop these and then maybe just fill this in a little bit. Can I trap this guy? No, get in. It's for your good. Trust me, brother. Oi. Okay, you know what? It's only temporary. I know this is probably going to look like really, really bad, but yeah, definitely just temporary, all right? Sorry, mate. Let's just cover him up just to make sure. And I guess we'll just fill this guy in right through the front. Man, I won't lie to you. Not once did I for a second think that drowned would be this much of an issue. Not only are they riding Nautilus shells or Nautilus thingamajiggies, those cheeky bastards, but they keep killing my villagers and they keep having tridents killing me. What the heck? I thought sharks would be the problem, but I mean, I can't see any sharks anymore. I saw one. No, I saw two earlier, but they seem to be pretty rare. So, I mean, you got to kind of get pretty unlucky to get caught out by a shark. Anyway, before we go down, let me also grab my shield. I don't know if a shield works underwater. It should. I don't see why not. But where is my shield? Why? Brother, no. Okay, I haven't really thought this through. Maybe I should have put the slabs one above to stop mobs spawning. This is certainly not what I had in mind. I do need bones though, so I'll take these bones for sure. They're all literally firing at a different time. That's messed up. That's messed up, bro. Hey, they're fighting each other. Hell yeah. And they fell in the water too. Hell yeah, brother. That could not have gone any better than that. Heh, cheeky fellas. They're all gone. There's drowned. I'm going to go back into the cave, alright? Gonski, mate. Alright, I guess we have a long journey all the way down. For some reason, I'm moving like really fast in this water. I don't think I have any gear that does that. So I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, +1 oxygen bonus. No, that has nothing to do with that. Alright, let's see. What Y coordinate does this put us down to? Y70. here-ish. So this is kind of where the land would be in a normal Minecraft world. Man, thank goodness for that respiration on the helmet. But a door makes it nice and easy to kind of figure this out. Now, it's a bit of a pity that this is a Y70 or Y60 because this would be a fantastic way to find diamond. But I'm sure we can find something, maybe a cave that goes deeper. Maybe? Please? Hell yeah. Okay, breathe. I love that oxygen from the door. And is it a dead end? I don't think so. It's still going. Okay, it's a dead end. I knew it. I could tell. What about this way? Let's have a look. Please. Okay, this is looking better. Once again, we need to breathe through the door. Okay, forget it. I'm going to go back to where the little tunnel that I dug was, or the little ladder, and I'm just going to continue to dig down. Fingers crossed we run into another cave. Breathe, 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 please. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. All right, where is my little elevator thingy-majiggy? Has to be around here somewhere. Is that it there? No. Is that it there? Yes, it is. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to pretty much just go directly down. Just put in a little door, take something like that out. We'll go 2 more blocks here. And now I can do the same thing. I can go like down an extra block there and then have like this little air pocket so I can breathe, because breathing is important apparently. We got some iron. We can grab that. So much iron. This is exactly what I like to see. Okay, we're at Y35. So we're getting closer to the diamond level. Oh, is this a cave? Oh, it is. Okay, not as big as a cave above, but it's still quite nice. Let me just get some cobblestone here so I remember where the exit is, because it's in a bit of a peculiar place. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to I can't even move up. I'm holding spacebar right now. I need to swim to be able to move. That's part of the mod. The lower you are, the harder it is to swim. Dude, I can't swim through here. I have to be swimming to be able to move. That's so weird. It's like you're super heavy. I can't move at all. I just float straight down. That's a bit annoying. But we can go deeper. Oh, there's gold. Okay, we're at the deep. Why is there a turtle down here? What the heck? We're 250 meters deep apparently. And there's a turtle here. Okay. I don't think there's supposed to be turtles down here. That's crazy. Let me quickly breathe. Delicious air. Please, give me some diamonds. I'm seeing a lot of blue, but it's lapis, which is not fun. Not fun at all. Seeing blue everywhere. Tons of lapis, but not the baby blue we're looking for. And I hope there's no sharks under here. That would suck. Imagine getting eaten by a shark in a cave. Oh, that would be horrible. Okay, I need air again. I have saved the coordinates of the ladder, so I know exactly where it is. But look at this. We got diamond finally. Brother, I thought the day would never come. Hell yeah. Hey, get back. Get back here, buddy. Oh, there's more right there. Look at that. Beautiful. But yeah, I did save the coordinates, so I should be able to easily get back to where we came from, at least where that ladder is. Look at that. We already have 8 diamonds. That is beautiful. Now I just need some more of that beautiful luck. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, man, they're so shiny. You can see them from a mile away. Actually, don't mind this. Having all this water here, like a water cave, because then I really don't have to worry about any mobs. We just get unlimited diamonds. Basically nothing, so I'm happy with that. That is for sure. 15 diamonds. We already almost have enough for a full set of armor. Is that more there? Yes, it is. Oh, and even more there. Oh my days. Okay, that was just one. I'm not even going to bother digging around it. Another one with just one. Should I try and go deeper maybe? Okay, we were getting lucky. Now I can't find a single one. Oh, I need air. I keep forgetting that I'm going to drown. I'm not a fish. Shout out to you guys watching on the second channel. I know that obviously this is only going to be seen on the second channel, this part of the video, because on the main channel, unfortunately, the videos do have to be cut back quite a lot because, I mean, otherwise, not many people want to watch 4 or 5 hour video, but you do. So thank you so much for watching. And let me know if you guys want me to do this more often, where I have a second version of the video that's just me kind of showing way more of what's going on. Because it's on the second channel and it's technically a second video, I can kind of just be a little bit more relaxed and, do whatever I want. I guess it's more personal, right? So shout out to you if you're watching on the second channel. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for your support. And make sure to subscribe. We've got to hit 1,000 subscribers. Please, 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 please. It would mean the world. Why are we finding so many diamonds, brother? Look at this. Hell yeah, man. This whole not being able to move easily at this depth is a little bit annoying, but I'm kind of getting used to it. How do we already have half a stack of diamonds? That's crazy. Oh man, only a couple days ago we were absolutely struggling. We're going to be absolutely fine now. Although I have no idea how I'm going to get my hands on lava. I have not seen a single bit of lava at all. I mean, we're still not super deep, so I guess that's kind of why. Okay, we have 37 diamonds. I want to say that that should be enough, but I'd rather be safe. I also need to get lapis. Let me make sure I get some of that because I do want to do some enchanting. Oop, there goes my axe. So I've only got one more left, but that's fine. We have 37 diamonds. And just make a diamond one. Oh, I see you. Way over in the distance. I'm coming for you. Don't you worry. Slowly but surely. That is 39 diamonds. Not too shabby. Alright, any more? It seems like I'm at the edge of this cave now. Oh yes, there is right there. I think I'm going to start trying to head back. Oh, lucky I broke that. There was another diamond. Oh, there's another two. Hell yeah. Oh, there's no way I can pass up on those diamonds right there. That is a bunch. Oh, and there's more there. Man, I told you, as soon as I say I'm going to go home, or that I'm finished mining diamonds, that's when you find diamonds. Maybe I should just pretend, just say that I'm going home if I can't find any, and then all of a sudden, bang, 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 diamonds everywhere. Okay, we have 45, and when we hit that one, we're going to have at least 48. That's definitely more than enough. I mean, 45 already is definitely more than enough, but I'll still grab a little extra if I can, because why not? Oh, hello. A non-water cave, okay. Didn't know that was a thing. All right, we've got 47 diamonds, so let's head all the way back. Gotta breathe. I'm so glad that they haven't removed the ability to breathe with a door because it just makes it so much more easy. Without that trick, it would be horrible. Can't even imagine a life without the door trick. All right, it should be over here somewhere. This place does look kind of familiar. I'm pretty sure this is where we saw the turtle. Oh, of course, there's a drown there. Yep, there's the turtle there. Beautiful. Oh, careful, mate. That hurt. Easy. Is it here? Oh no, we're drowning. We're drowning. We're drowning. Go, 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 go. Oh my days. I forgot that I had to breathe again. Is it in this area here? Oh no, am I lost? Oh, no, there's the cobblestone. I see it. Don't you worry. See, I knew placing the cobblestone there was going to be a lifesaver. Hell yeah, man. All right, let's go all the way back. Look how fast we swim up. That is beautiful. Oh no, I need to breathe. I need to breathe. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Now we should be able to go all the way back. All right, hopefully none of my villagers are dead. Oh my days, there's a bunch of mobs there. Also, when we swim out of the water, look how high we jump. Okay, we didn't jump high that time. Let's try that again. Ready? Oh, I missed it. Come on. Boom. Hell yeah. Hello, Mr. Enderman. There's creepers all around, but they can't even get in because they're losers. All right, is my guy in here safe? Yes, he is. Beautiful. Oh, there's a witch. Stay away. What about the guy in here? This guy should be safe too, right? Yeah, beautiful. Alrighty, let's get a bed down and sleep. Nope, there's monsters right nearby. That's not good. What about over here? Hey, let's go. Alrighty, and now that we are back with 47 diamonds, I'm going to waste no time and I'm going to create full diamond armor because the trident wielding undead are absolutely traumatizing me. I'm also going to waste no time and just right away make a diamond pickaxe and also a diamond axe. Why are there endermen everywhere? What the heck? There's like 4 endermen on my island right now. Is this the overworld or is this the end? What's going on? Oh my days. Okay, that's cool, I guess. They don't have any business being here though, that's for sure. Oh, thank God he's in the water. Man, that would have sucked. Hey, but diamond armor, not even an issue. Now, I do need to try and get as close to level 30 as I can. So let's just take out whatever mobs I can see around the island, except the enderman because they suck. But I'll take out creepers and witches, easy peasy. There's a spider over here. Might as well take this fella out as well. Beautiful. Alright, and now that we have diamond pickaxe and diamond axe, I feel a lot better. And I honestly think I should just go and start tearing apart all the nearby islands so I can steal the resources and really try and just expand our little island nation here. Because right now I have to put my friends in boxes because they're not safe. Don't quite know how I'm ever gonna make them safe, but I will try and figure that out. For now we have 17 diamonds remaining. Oh, whoa buddy. Little bit close there, mate. Jesus. But pretty much every island that we see on the screen right now, I'm going to go through, tear it apart, and take all the resources. Because I'm just that kind of guy. Oh, there's a shovel here. Oh, I can use that. I should make a diamond shovel actually before we go. With that extra diamond I got from the gravel. Alright, we have full diamond tools now. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go and steal some stuff. Bro, why these endermen wigging out? Scaring me a little bit. Jeez. Wait, I should empty this as well. Oh my days. See, you guys wouldn't even see this in the main video. this would all be cut out because I just keep messing up. You know what I mean? I have to keep going back and forth because I keep forgetting to do things. It happens a lot. I won't lie. There's a lot of that stuff cut out that you guys will never see. A lot of messing around and just, forgetting to do things. But anyway, let's start with this very first island right here. This island looks like it has quite a lot of things on it, which is going to be nice because that's extra stuff that I can use to build my empire. And in fact, it's actually 2 islands right next to each other, so that's great. Alright, let's go ahead and tear apart all of these islands. I began with the main building, which was still intact, ripping it apart from the top. I made sure to move the animals to my main island so I could have some farms, and then cleared the remaining things until I noticed a spruce sapling in a pot inside of the house which glitched out. I also noticed an oak sapling in the house across the water, which made me beyond excited. I needed to finish the rest of the lily pad, so I got to work on clearing the remaining terracotta, making sure to collect it all so that I could build my own custom ones connected to the main village. Using the dirt that I collected, I finished my wheat farm, emptied my inventory, and then made my way back to the oak sapling pad. This one was much smaller, so it came apart much easier than the previous one, but the most important thing was that I finally had not only a spruce sapling, but I now also had an oak one. Once I made it back, I realized my storage was absolutely cooked, so I spent a ridiculous amount of time sorting my storage situation out, which should make my life a lot easier. I then realized that I actually didn't have anywhere to live, and I couldn't keep taking over the center island, so I decided to begin working on a new island which would become my house. I started by creating some farms just like I did on the other side and filled it in using some potatoes and beetroot. I created a large circle for the house and then decided to try out a unique shape. To do this, I added 2 smaller circles to both sides to create this funky looking thing. Before I filled in the rest of the floor, I decided to grind up some experience from all the mobs spawning due to it being nighttime. I realized that I needed to come up with a mob farm to make this more efficient, but once daytime came, I filled in the entire floor using the green terracotta and then it was ready to go. Now, I needed to make sure I expanded my farms and added a space to place my new trees. So I went out in search of dirt. On my adventures, I also came across some obsidian, so I grabbed it. I also found some brewing stands, so I pinched those too. I then stumbled upon a barn pad with a bunch of cows and an absolute ton of dirt. So I stole the dirt from under the cows' feet and hurried my way back to complete the farms back at the main island. I started by expanding the beetroot farm so that I could expand the oak slab paths beyond. I created a path following the outside of the beetroot farm heading towards the back near where my house would be. I added in a little section for a tree farm and then added in another small circle which would be for some of my animals. I then realized that the tree farm looked silly, so I deleted it, extended the path around the animal farm circle and added the tree farm in the very back as kind of like a barrier from the harsh ocean. I then pretty much copied over exactly what I had done on the side of the beetroots to the side with the potatoes, making sure to keep everything the same so that there was symmetry in the village. I thought that at least for the middle, this would help make the village look interesting and unique. Now obviously we have done a ton of stuff in the last 15 days, and we're getting a lot closer to really having an island village. But like I said, I still don't have a house, so it's time that I get that fixed. I've got some stone bricks here, which I think I'll use for the front, and I've been smelting up a little bit of stone right in here. I've got 58. I just need to get some more smelting right away. And of course, we haven't really got much of a choice but to use oak logs as the main pillar block. Now I do have a very clear picture in my mind of what I want to build. It's going to be a very large building. So we're going to go with the very basic 5 blocks wide, and we'll have 3 of these sections just like this. This will be the back end of the building. Then we'll have 5 to the front just like this, and that gives us a substantial amount of space to the left and right hand side of the building. Also gives us plenty of space in front for us to build out something like this, like a little entrance thingy-majiggy. So that would be the main building. Then I can even build some smaller buildings to the side. Can also make a nice beautiful garden just to show off how rich I am to all the other inhabitants of this village. But Of course, let's go ahead and build this little thing up so that we have a better idea of the height and kind of shape of everything. There are a lot of buildings that I want to build in this village, so I'm making sure that I don't go too crazy on my build, because if I did, I would probably spend the next 40 days working on this build just trying to make it really cool. But for now, I really just want to be able to have a space where I can properly set up a storage area, because right now, that is our storage in there, and it's not good. We can't keep living out of the villager's market. It just doesn't sit well with me. But we're going to build this up like that, and we're going to go a whole second level. But I do think that even though this is a very basic kind of rectangular building, I don't have to make extra buildings. I can just kind of make this building even bigger and connect it all together. I think that would be kind of cool to have the building evolve as we kind of go through this. And of course, I'm out of oak logs. Do I have more in my chest? Let's find out. Another stack. Okay, that might do us. As you can see, my diamond axe is pretty much done, and same with the big axe. Also, I was able to get 2 tridents, so I don't quite know if we're going to be able to enchant them. I'm sure we will be able to, but right now I don't even have the facilities to make an enchanting table. I've only got 3 obsidian, so I do need to find 1 more. But fortunately enough for us, the oak logs did suffice, and we have the main kind of structure built up for this building. So it's a very large building. We should definitely be able to fit some decent storage in there. And since we have an absolute metric ton of these oak slabs, let me use these for the floor, because I really need to get a second floor. Now, I was actually going to do a staircase, but I think I'll do a ladder just to save on the floor space. I've only got 3 ladders. That's not going to be enough, is it? We don't even have any sticks. I was only able to find 4, but that's easy enough to make some extra ladders. There we go. And why not just chuck them right here? Then it should be easy enough to build up this floor. Oh my goodness, if I can even place the slabs in correctly. For my storage situation, I would love to place the chests on the second level. I think that's going to be the best option. Maybe even right in this corner here. There we go, that's the floor done. And we're looking pretty good. I do need to light this up because I know for sure there's going to be monsters spawning in there if I don't. And it's not particularly what I want to happen. But a couple torches will fix that right up. Beautiful. And why not get some of the walls started? I mean, right now there's really nothing to see with this building. It's pretty basic, but I think once we get the roofs in, usually that makes everything look a lot better. And I guess as long as we get the walls in too, we haven't even got walls in this thing yet. And looking at that from here, you can kind of see the bottom floor is going to be stone, with the top floor being stripped oak logs and oak planks. For the windows, I'm thinking of just using some oak fences because I have an abundance of them and I need to use them somewhere. I just hope that it looks good, although it might be a little bit too much oak. Zooming out, you can see how that looks. It doesn't look horrible. Okay, it's not the worst, but I must admit the build itself looks pretty funky right now. It's horrible, man. Oh my days. Don't worry, we'll get that fixed. Oh, we have an oak tree. Beautiful. It's about time. I do need to quickly make myself another axe and probably another pickaxe because they're both dead. We have 11 diamonds left, so we have a decent amount. I'm really hoping I don't have to go mining again, but to be honest, looking at our current situation, we might be forced to. However, I'm sure you can see over there, I'm trying to fill this in using moss, but I don't have enough. And my plan was to use stone over there to get more moss, but I figured that it would be a lot easier if I used this bone meal. And I took a piece of moss block down into the mines, just a single block. And I should also make another iron hoe, because otherwise this one is definitely going to be breaking. But I can take all of this down into the mine shaft right here. Not really a mine shaft right now. Don't worry, we will work on that very soon. But if we bring it into here and we just make a little hole, maybe right here, I dig out a decent space. Oh, iron. I did not mean to find that. Oh my goodness. Look at that luck. But I just mine out a little bit of space here. Roughly 5 by 5. I think that's generally how wide it can go. Just like that. Replace the middle with a moss block and then bone meal it. Then we get a bunch of moss. It's definitely a lot easier than trying to smelt all the stone and do it that way. It's not only going to be a whole lot quicker, but it's also going to be much more cost effective. I mean, we just got 44 moss from 2 bone meal. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, look at that. Boom. A whole stack. My inventory is completely full, which is a slight issue. But let's do it let's do it 2 more times just to make sure we do have enough. Because moss is kind of the only block that I can use, which is close to grass, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get grass back. That is just not going to happen. I definitely should have fixed my inventory before I came down here as well. I'm having to drop so much stuff. It's because I don't have the space. Okay, you know what? Let's do one more so then we can almost have 2 stacked. Bang. And there we go. Beautiful. All right, let's head back up. This island is getting pretty big. I mean, there's still quite a lot to do, but it's nice to see it growing so fast. Well, we are only just getting started. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on day 31. And so far, most of the time has been spent just trying to gather things, find things, and get us to this point. And look at that. We have a spruce tree and 2 oak trees ready to go. That is beautiful. Okay, can I just go bang? Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't really work doing it the way I was originally trying to do it, but that's fine. Let's just delete these and replace it all with the moss. I don't mind the look of the moss blocks. It looks okay. It's definitely a nice green. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that I was very wrong. We only have 18 moss blocks left, so that used a lot more than I was expecting. But let's go ahead and chuck in some oak logs, kind of like this. A nice easy design, nothing crazy. Then let's grab some of the spruce trapdoors. We have 2 stacks. Oh my days. I've never been in a situation where I've had more trapdoors than I need. This is great. But we'll just place these on the green terracotta where the oak logs are, just like that. Now I do need to grab some of these spruce slabs, and let's use the spruce fences. I hope 14 will be enough, but we can simply place these slabs on top of the oak logs. This will stop the animals jumping out. And then hopefully 14 fences is enough. We can place these in between, and you shouldn't be able to walk out through here. So we can keep the animals nice and contained. Although I am going to need to make some more spruce fences. I am liking how that looks. That looks kind of nice. But we'll grab fence gates as well. And let's use oak logs, because right now spruce logs for me are kind of hard to get. We'll go like this, then like that, then like that. And we'll make 18 spruce fences. Definitely not enough. Maybe we can make a couple more. Let's just make as many as we can. Okay, 48. That is definitely a little bit better. We'll at least be able to finish this one over here, which is great because the animals are still waiting in the little boats there. Finish that up. And for this one, should I just go like this? They can't really get out there, can they? No, beautiful. All right, let's do the pigs first, since we have 2 pigs and a ton of carrots. All right, Mr. Pig, you're first. Come on, mate. I should get your friend too, shouldn't I? Oi, mate. Come on, champion. I've got the perfect place for you guys. No more wandering around in my house. I mean my mansion. That's a mansion, alright? Come on, just in here, my friends. And make some more bacon, please. Hell yeah. Look at that, we got a baby pig. Hopefully he can't fit through there, because if he can, that kind of sucks. And it's going to be a bit of a problem. But let's go ahead and chop down these trees. Hopefully we get enough saplings to make them again. Oh, look at that. Plenty of saplings. Hell yeah, man. Hell to the yeah. Oh, we got a bunch of saplings. We got 6. So now we have more than enough oak trees in that spot. We can definitely expand that if we need. And let's head over to the spruce tree farm just over here. And we'll smack this one down. Fingers crossed we also get enough saplings. Okay, beautiful. What do I drop? Let's drop the apple. But we got 3, so we can go ahead and make another 3 trees. I think we should be good. We definitely won't run out of oak or spruce saplings now. Now, especially because like this area isn't properly set up and the zombies keep killing my friends, I have to keep skipping the night. I really need to get a situation where they're just not going to kill all my villagers because it kind of sucks. Hey, look at all the monsters in my little farm over there. That is not good. Have I got some lanterns maybe? I do, 26, beautiful. Let me go ahead and chuck some of these into this farm just to stop the bad guys spawning in there. Not particularly exactly what I want. Hey, but I will take the bone, thank you. For this, I think I'll chuck one here and we'll go... I mean, we gotta chuck a bunch in, right? After all, I did get these lanterns basically for free. I just stole them all. Boom, beautiful. All right, now the pigs should be safe. I only have 18 moss blocks, so I definitely need to go and get more. But this time, I'm definitely gonna make sure that I fix my inventory before I go down there. And let's get some more stone smelting up. There we go. And I guess let's go ahead and take this bone meal down with some moss blocks so we can get a little bit more. And the exact same spot doing the exact same thing. I guess we'll just use the remainder of this iron hoe. That's an easy way to figure out when we need to stop. This challenge is definitely a very unique challenge. It's very different from anything that I've done before. And it's quite nice. I'm definitely enjoying having to really think about where I'm going to be getting different items and things. But there we go. That is the hoe completely broken. And we got just over 2.5 stacks. So that's not too bad. We're definitely going to be able to fill in that other farm, but I still do need to make another 2. So it's definitely not the last time that I'm going to be down here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and fill this one in. There we go. That's this one filled in. Gonna do the same detailing methods. Hopefully I've got enough oak logs, but that tree is grown, so I can probably just chop that down. And I should have everything that I need. Let me just quickly chop down this tree just to make sure. Did I even get a sapling? I don't think I did. Oh my goodness, I didn't even get a sapling. That's crazy. Wow. All right, let's check this spruce tree as well. Let's get this one done. Chop it down just like that. Hey, we got 5 spruce saplings from that one. That is crazy. I guess I technically could make a double tall spruce tree, couldn't I? That wouldn't be too bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the exact same style that I did on the other one over there. There we go. Add in the gates and of course the fences in all the empty spaces. Let's not forget about the slabs, which I don't actually have enough of. But fortunately, because of our spruce tree farm, I can just quickly make up some. I made 36. That might be a little bit too much, but it's okay. Done. Beautiful. Now, of course, let's make sure to light up the area so we don't get any bad guys spawning in here. And there we go. This farm is now ready to go. Now that farm is going to be for cows, but unfortunately I only have one, which is obviously a bit of a problem. But let's go ahead and welcome him into the home. Come with me, my friend. Come on, mate. We're almost there. And just in here, mate. Alrighty, let me just go get you a friend. Now the barn that I found should be directly this way, so let's jump in a boat and retrieve a single cow. Yes, you can see the barn way over there. And the cows are already waiting out the front. I want to make sure I get the same cow. I want to get one of these new cows. I haven't actually had these cows before, so it's kind of nice having them. But we've got the entrance right here anyway. If I let him go, is he going to go in the boat? Hey, beautiful. Thanks, mate. Nice and easy. Now let's take this fella back. These guys are still hanging out in the ocean, all 3 of them. They did have a lily pad there, but I kind of got rid of it. But man, just have a look at how much our village is expanding. It is getting very nice and large. It's kind of cool seeing this just appear out of nowhere in the vast empty ocean. Anyway, Mr. Bob, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Rob. We've got Bob and Rob. Alright, you guys have fun. Alright, we're definitely starting to look pretty good. Let's make up another iron hoe, just so we can maintain our little farms here. And of course, we do need to harvest this just so we can get enough seeds to hopefully fill the entire thing in. I believe we should have enough to have a full crop of beetroot now. Yes, we do. Beautiful. Have a look at that. So now we have full wheat, full carrot, full beetroot, and we just need the potato, which I think we might even be able to do right now. Let's find out. It's not fully grown everywhere, but quite a few of them are, so we might get lucky. Oh, look at that. We are on day 33, so we are a third of the way through the 100 days. And the potato crop is fully done, which means this is what we've achieved in a third of the time. So technically, we should be able to triple what we've done here. As long as we stay on track, we should be able to make a very nice village. All right. I do need to try and get some more stuff so I can finish the bottom level, try and get a roof on this and get it looking good. I do believe over in that direction, there is a building made of stone bricks with a nice brick chimney. So I want to try and steal all that stuff so I can bring it back to make my building look nice. I also need to try and duplicate pretty much what I've done here onto this side so it's symmetrical. So then we're going to have a nice square shape, which I think is going to look really good. So let's go ahead and get started on that right now. Now, if you're watching this, it means you're watching the longer version on the second channel. I figured it would be cool to do something like this, where obviously on the main channel, this is just going to be a gigantic time lapse. I'm not sure how many days it's going to be, most likely probably like 10 to 15, but it is a substantial amount of stuff that's about to happen. But in the actual 100-day video, it's only going to be a couple minutes, whereas here, it's going to be a lot longer than that. I really hope that this is worth it and you guys actually enjoy this video, because usually, you know, to make a video on YouTube, you have to cut out a lot of stuff, and it does kind of suck because, you know, you can't show the entire process. Obviously, showing the entire process is definitely possible. There's the thing I'm looking for right over here, right there. Bang, bang, bang. Usually it's pretty easy to kind of condense everything down, which is kind of what the viewers expect when they watch these videos. And looking on YouTube, most people, their 100-day videos, at least the ones that are very successful, are very short. They're like 45 minutes. Some are even half an hour. I have no idea how they're able to condense it down that much, which is kind of why I wanted to do this video like this, because usually I don't condense my videos down a lot. I try and keep it kind of decent, usually around the 2-hour range, but obviously that isn't working. But I really enjoy making longer videos. So being able to make the same video technically twice in both a long and a short version, I think is going to be a lot of fun and allow me to do both of those things. At least that's what I'm trying to achieve here. So please go down in the comments if you want to see more things just like this and let me know so that I can do it. Just kind of create more personal videos. In the age of AI, where 100-day videos are very easy to kind of replicate because, I mean, they just show the process. They're not really talking to you at all. I'm hoping that this is going to be, you know, something nice and something different to what everything else is. This is what I'm after, these bricks. And also the stone bricks as well. I want to get both because not only do I not have the coal, but I don't really have the cobblestone to make a bunch of stone bricks, and I need a ton of them. And with the bricks, being able to get these bricks here is going to save me so much time because I don't need to go and find clay. Clay is such a pain to try and harvest, so it is certainly very nice not having to worry about that. I mean, look how many bricks we've gotten already from this little chimney here. I have noticed actually there's a bunch of coal blocks here. That's very nice. I'll take them for sure. I don't think I need anything up there. I might actually need the stairs actually for the roof. So I'll take the roof. But in terms of, you know, all these other bits and pieces, I don't want to just grab them just because they're there. I just feel like that's a waste of my time. Let me just dump everything in here because right now I'm absolutely chock-a-block. I probably should have emptied my inventory before I came here. In fact, I do have an iron axe, which I should probably break. And then also the 2 tools, which are basically dead. I need to use those first. I don't know why I'm using the new ones already. We'll just try and do that again, but this time a little bit smarter. We'll start with this diamond axe just so we can get that inventory slot freed up real quick. Considering how many oak stairs there are that I've collected through all the buildings that I've destroyed, I don't think I really have a choice but to use oak stairs for my roof of my building. I feel like using anything else would be just silly. Throw that egg over there. Almost hit the squid. That was almost a great shot. And there we go. That is the diamond axe destroyed. Now I can use the iron axe. Hopefully get rid of that, which will once again give me a whole another inventory slot. So we might have come unprepared, but very easy to fix that. A lot of our inventory was stuff we could, you know, just fix up very quickly. Make sure to grab these lanterns. These are going to be a massive help because each lantern's basically 1 iron ingot, which I don't really have to spare right now. I'll also pinch these oak trapdoors. They could be used very easily in some details, maybe the pot as well. Beautiful. Never say no to spruce trapdoors. That's a rule. If I had like more storage and ability to transport these items, I would take literally everything here because I need decoration blocks. I mean, I could always come back to get them if I need them, but I do plan on making this a super detailed village and not just going to be, you know, a floating lily pad. I want it to be a very nice looking floating lily pad. That's the important part. It's been very fortunate that these islands are so abundant and full of decent loot, or maybe not even loot, just decent building blocks. They're not the normal vanilla ones. They're actually nice looking, which is very nice. Oh, I need to be using this diamond pickaxe, don't I? I completely forgot. Oh my days. I do need to drop some things that I just don't think is worth keeping. Let's drop... Can I turn this into oak planks? That'll save that. Then maybe I'll drop the flower and azalea and the bow and the fern. I think that's better. I don't need these either. What have I got in here? Okay, nothing I can really drop. Maybe... No, I'll keep the magma block. That'd be a bit silly. I mean, we're not doing too bad for inventory. This is pretty good. I guess I can drop the black carpet and really the bed. We don't need that. I am going to need more of this green terracotta as well. I don't think I want to grab it right now though, because it's not really a main priority. These scaffolding though, this is going to be a massive help. So I'm going to pinch some of this. I think there's one up here as well. Yes, there is right here. Grab that one. It's going to make building a little bit easier, I hope. I didn't originally come to take the entire building here, but it seems like I've ended up taking most things anyway. Like, there's quite a lot of things that I need to use. It's definitely great that whoever made these kind of building things built in a very similar style to me. Very nice. I'm not going to waste time grabbing slabs. I feel like that's a massive waste of my time and durability, but the stairs I'll definitely pinch, even though it's still probably not a great use of my time and durability, but I mean, they're a bit of a pain to get or make. I definitely need to make sure I get all of the stone bricks. That's the main priority, but I think we've pretty much done it. I think we've got everything we really need from this area. I'm happy with that. I mean, I'll pinch the extra spruce trapdoors. Can never go wrong with a couple extra spruce trapdoors. They're always very helpful, so I'm always going to try and get them. Hey, there's an emerald. Beautiful. Have these guys got anything decent? I mean, looting one, not really. All right, I think I'm going to go back to my base, wherever my boat is, over here. And we should be able to make it back by night. Oh my goodness, look at the building. Oh, that is horrible. I feel a little bit bad leaving it like that, but hey, what can you do? You're not going to be able to see it from the island, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't quite know if we have enough stone bricks to be able to do the bottom floor of the building. We might, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think I was only using stone bricks for the bottom layer, then I was using stone for the top 3 blocks of the bottom floor, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I even have enough stone. Let's make sure we grab everything. I can turn the emerald blocks into emeralds. All right, let's take this all back, drop it in the correct chest. We've got a decent amount of bricks. I'm sure we can make a chimney out of that, or probably multiple chimneys. Drop all this stuff in here. Let's make sure I start smelting up any cobblestone that I've got. Oh, I have basically a stack in there already. That's nice. So just got to keep trying to get a bit more. Do I have andesite? I got 7. Not really enough. I do have some diorite, which I can quickly turn into some andesite using some cobblestone. So now we got 15. That might be enough, maybe. But I think that's kind of all we've got, really. Scaffolding is going to be very helpful. I think we're almost ready to start building that thing. Definitely need to sleep, because the last thing I want is my villagers being killed. And I think there's actually mobs in here, isn't there? No, there's not, but my villager is gone, so there was. So I don't even really need this here anymore. I mean, there's no use. My guy was eaten. Kind of sad, but that's the way it is. I forgot to put a torch in there, so it's kind of my fault. There goes our other diamond pickaxe, so that clears up our inventory a little bit more. Another thing I need to do, I really need to get to level 30. I can't believe we're not even there yet. I mean, even if I was, I don't really have the obsidian to do anything with it. That's maybe something we could change. Maybe we go looking for a bit more obsidian. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And maybe we can find another one of those houses with the bricks and stone bricks. That could be nice. Just deal with these guys. Bang, bang, bang. Easy peasy. Unbreaking one. No thanks. Don't need that or that. We got bones though. Bones is always nice. Matter of a fact, let's quickly harvest up these trees while they're good to go. Pop them real quick. Come here, my saplings, please. I didn't even check if there was sharks. Oh, there's a trident guy. Oh, he's riding the thingy-majiggy. Oh my days. Those things are unbelievably annoying. Like, trying to fight these guys underwater is a bit of a pain. Did he drop a trident? No, he didn't. Unfortunate. But yeah, they're so annoying. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Anyway, give me my saplings. We got 3. Oh, you got another sapling. So now we have 4 spruce saplings. That's fantastic, because that means we can grow a double tall spruce tree, which means unlimited spruce logs. Hell yeah, man. Let's pop these oak trees as well, making sure to grab the saplings. And I got to make sure to check for sharks. I'm surprised there aren't as many sharks. There was supposed to be a lot more, but I don't know what's going on. I can't see any. Maybe they're just not hungry. I don't know. Pop that one. Pop that one. And we already have enough saplings. Don't necessarily... Oh, no, we don't. I do need to go under. It's kind of annoying how deep they go. Like, they go almost all the way to the bottom. But there we go. We're good now. All right, now we can probably head out. Let's just drop some stuff. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Another spruce tree's grown again. Man, should I just grab this one as well? I caught the sapling that time. Alrighty, let's go and find another one of those buildings and potentially some obsidian. I'm gonna go this way this time because I don't think I've been in this direction. So we'll see if we can find a different village that I definitely haven't raided yet. That would be nice. Oh, look at this. I see some stone bricks. Exactly what I like. Is this the house with obsidian? I think it might be. Please. No, it's not. But there are normal bricks. Oh, this is the exact same house we just raided. Wow. Do I really want to do that again? I mean, I'll definitely grab the scaffolding. Do I need the bricks? I don't think I do I? I mean, there was an emerald block in the chimney at the last one. Wonder if that's here as well. Yes, it is. Beautiful. I'll take that. Thank you. Might as well just harvest up this entire chimney right here. How you doing, mate? On breaking 3. Nah, I'm all good, mate. Appreciate the opportunity, though. I need to make sure I grab the lanterns. I think that's very important. And the bookshelves, 100%. It does suck because it means next time it is nighttime, they're all going to get eaten. But I won't be here to see that. I'll be long gone. Alrighty, let's see if we can find some obsidian. That's really what I'm after at the minute. Looks like we have another one of these builds where there are 2 of them just directly next to each other. Oh, but look, obsidian, beautiful. So that is pretty much all we needed, isn't it? Bang. I might as well grab it all. I'm pretty sure I have 4, but you know, why not just take this as well? Just in case I decide I want a nether portal. And thank you. Let me grab all of these books. That is going to make pretty much an enchanting table finished because we have a bunch of books already, but being able to just have all the bookshelves I need, pretty sure this building alone is more than enough. I mean, look at that, even some in there. Look at all these bookshelves, bro. I'm gonna be sweet. I do not need to worry. There's only half a house as well, so I mean, you can't complain. Look at that, 57 books, mate. Oh, there's even more here. Beautiful. And that's what I like to see. There's so many builds around here. This is crazy. I haven't even seen that one. Let's go and check what this one is. Another turtle. There's so many turtles in this world. All right, how you doing, fellas? Oh, why is this like this? The heck? Oh, no. Dude, do I have anything in this chest? I do. That is so annoying. Oh, no. Stay up here, man. Man, I just wanted to see what was in here. I mean, nothing we haven't really seen yet. I thought it was a different house. Maybe this is the different one. Yeah, no, nothing crazy. All right, you know, I'm just going to go home. Pretty sure we have everything we need. And I'm fairly certain it was this way. And checking the coordinates, yes, it is. All right, not too bad. We got obsidian, an absolute metric ton of books, and I believe everything we need to start building the house. Is that our base? Oh, yes, it is. Man, it's so big you can see it from a mile away. Dude, this thing is crazy. Just wait until we get it actually fully decked out. We're still only on day 36. We have a lot of work to do. Really, there's only the center bit and that obnoxiously ugly building right there. But once we start building some other buildings, I think this whole thing's gonna look insane. I want to get an actual dock as well where I can put my boats in. But let's leave the obsidian with the other obsidian, wherever that is. Where did I put it? And make sure I grab the lanterns from these random barrels that I've got around. Okay, there's 3 obsidian. So I'll grab that, put it together, and can I grab all this stuff? Most of it. That stuff can really just stay in there, to be honest. Just a little bit of treasure for later. All right, we have a ton of bricks now, which is great. We're slowly getting more and more emeralds, which is also good. I'm going to leave the obsidian there. I'll just drop the books in here so that they're nice and together, and I think we're good to start building. I don't see why not. We have another 6 scaffolding too, which is fantastic. Exactly what I want to be seeing. That gives us 13 total. And I mean, looking at all of our spruce stairs and oak stairs, I might not even need to make any. I'm going to grab everything that I've got. We're going to slap a roof on this bad boy. That is goal number 1. So like I said before, we're not going to be going too crazy. I want to start with the very top roof. So let's go here with the scaffolding. Can we reach the very top? Oh, we can, with a little bit of extra as well, even better. So let me just chop the excess down a bit. Now, of course, we're going to be going with the darker spruce on the edge. Hey, look at that big ass turtle right there. Oh, there's a big ass fish too. There's a big fish, medium fish, and a baby fish. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. Dude, that turtle is so fast. Look at him beaming across the ocean. Anyway, stop getting distracted, Jozzah boy. We're going to be going with the spruce like this. And I want a nice big like window here. I mean, if you guys have seen me build before, I kind of go with this quite a lot, but it works. It looks good. I like it. And roofs are not really my forte, I won't lie. You'll see me very often use the same roof kind of style because it just works. I do want to try and start experimenting with some different roofs. Maybe we can do that with some of the other builds in this village. Try and get some different shapes going. I think that'll make it interesting. Maybe I'll learn a thing or two. I would just go with something like that. Nice and easy. Have I got spruce? I've got slabs, so I can use that. So we'll go like this, like that. Bang, bang. Pop, pop. Flip, swish. And that should be bloody beautiful, mate. ever. Gaze at that. Have a look, mate. Beauty. Alright, now let's do this corner over here. This build did look very weird, but I assure you, once we get the roof in and the little front bit done, it's going to look a lot better. Because it was kind of just a box. Roofs make such a massive difference in a build, but they can be very difficult to make, which is kind of why I do stick to what I know works and looks good, which is this kind of roof here. Very basic. I mean, usually I would go with like a dark oak trim with a spruce interior. It's very rare I use oak. I don't think I've ever really used oak for the main part of a roof, to be honest with you. I think it's usually dark oak and spruce. That's kind of my go-to. I think that just looks the best. But I mean, I'm sure this is going to look good too. We're definitely about to find out, that's for sure. There we go. That is the front done. I do just need to do the back now. I'll stop the recording though, because no one needs to see that. It's just a straight line. Pretty basic. Actually, while I'm here, I should probably fill that in, shouldn't I? So let's do that while it's nice and easy to access. So I'll grab these, I'll grab some fences, and I will grab these. That should be everything we'll need. I mean, have a look at that. Look at the difference that already makes. That's crazy. Such a massive change for such a small kind of difference in the whole build itself. It's not a massive change what we did, but I'll tell you right now, it looks like it. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get these in here. Fences for the window because I'm poor and we're living on an ocean, but that's fine. We don't need to talk about that. Just fill this in. Very often I actually completely forget to fill that bit in and I'll just have a build sit there for ages with a hole in the roof. It's a very common thing that I do. I don't know why, but there we go. This is going to be the back of the roof filled in. Hooray. Oops. Oh my days. Beautiful, mate. If we have a look at that, dude, what a change. Such a minor change for a massive difference. Now let me grab some regular oak logs so I can add a little bit of depth to this building. Just smack in some sticky outy bits on the cross sections of the pillars. Very easy way to make it look nice. Let me actually grab my scaffolding that doesn't need to be there at the minute. So just like that, then you know what, let's get a little bit of this in here. Like a smaller pike roof at the front. Where did I put my spruce slabs though? I put them back for some reason, but that's fine. Let's grab some of these and some of these. And you know what? Some of these. Now what I'm thinking here, let's throw some of these in like that. Get some kind of thingamajiggy going on. You know, I could make some mossy ones too, I think. Do I have... I'm pretty sure I have some spare moss blocks. I do. Let's grab... I don't need 16. I'll do 8. That should be fine. What did I just put in there? Okay, oak slabs. Never mind. My bad. I think the mossy stone bricks make such a nice change. That little hint of green is very nice. Just adds that little bit of oomph that you so desperately require. Then we can easily get some kind of roof like this in here. You know, nothing crazy at all, but it certainly worked. That is for sure. Throw in the oak slabs as well. And mate, Bob's your uncle. Super easy. Hell yeah. Now an easy way to fix this is gonna be some of these and some of these and some of these. Wait there. I need, where's my doors? There it is. I need one door. All right, ladies and gentlemen, watch this. Bang, 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 and bang. It's a lot of banging. Well, have a look at that. My days, that is beautiful. I feel like the roof might be a little bit high, but you know what? We'll run with it, all right? We'll keep it. Now, I did put stone on the bottom, but I do want to change that. Let's go with this instead, because then I can grab some stone brick stairs, which I don't actually have any. Interesting. But I should have a stone cutter, right? Do I not have a stone cutter? There's no way I don't have a stone cutter. How many stone cutters I've seen in all the villages? I can't believe I haven't grabbed one. Dude, there's no way. That is crazy. Oh, no, I do. Look, I got 3, okay? I knew I had a stone cutter, all right? Beautiful. I'll grab 16 and I'll grab 3 of the mossy ones just for that little bit of texture, at least at the front. I won't worry about the texture too much at the back, but I certainly think some texture at the front is important. Like that, easy peasy. Maybe I'll throw in cracked there. Beautiful. It's not that hard. There's some stairs on the top as well. Once again with the oak fences for the windows. Then I need stone and I need the andesite. And I'm going to use this just to fill in the rest of these holes here. Oh, I should have used stone stairs there. That's all right. We can change that. I think, yeah, we need to change that. That looks weird. Just for the top one. Bang, bang. And finally, bang. Oh no, hold on a second there. Jozzah boy once again messing things up. Come on, mate. A little bit of andesite in there just gives it that little bit of oomph. But ladies and gentlemen, have a look at that. That is bloody beautiful. Hell yeah. And we have done diddly squat. I haven't even finished what we're doing to the front here. There's so many details I can easily add in, but let's quickly do the sides because you can kind of see them from the front and you might be able to see them in the time lapse. The back will not be included in the time lapse because once again, you don't need to see me do the back in the time lapse. That's not necessary, but easy peasy, mate. Oh, I forgot to change it to stone bricks. Let's quickly run back and do that. Beauty. We'll do the same thing over here. Oh, we've already done it. Nice. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we're looking bloody good, mate. Alrighty. I have realized I haven't done the tops at the side. Let's quickly do that. One done, and we'll do this one over here. Boom. Easy peasy. Before I forget, let's also fill this in. Okay, and that is looking decent. I will admit, that does look fine. We could leave it there, 100%, but we are definitely not done here. Let's go ahead and make some buttons and we'll slap these bad boys on the edges of these logs just to make it look like maybe a nail or something. I don't know, but it's definitely just a nice little bit of extra detail. We can also slap these buttons on the front. And I mean, why not even get some oak buttons on there? Because that's going to contrast nicely with the stone. Once again, just adding a little bit of extra detail. Beautiful. Very subtle. Very nice. Now we're going to grab these three things through stairs, slabs, and trapdoors. And we're going to go between these little nodule thingy-majiggies. We're just going to try and create a nice little design. Something like this. They're very, very basic, but just makes the build look a little bit nicer. I could even probably hang a lantern from this, can't I? Yes, we can. Can I do it from that? Yes, we can. Hell yeah, man. That's looking pretty good. I'm liking that. We'll just do the exact same thing here. Very nice. Do I have stone brick stairs? Oh, sorry, stone brick wall. I have two. Let's make some mossy ones. Wait, do I have dark oak? Not in there. Do I have some in any of my barrels? I'm pretty sure I found a dark oak trunk floating, didn't I? Surely I've got dark oak somewhere. Wow, I seriously don't. What the heck? I could have sworn I did. I must have used it. Yeah, there's none. I do need it. I definitely need it. I need that darkness. So let's quickly go on the boat. See if I can find a dark oak thingy. I think, which way was it? I think there was one this way. I'm pretty sure I found one over this way, in this direction. It could potentially be this one. Nope, that's spruce. Is that one over there? Oh, there's a whole boat. Is that dark oak? That looks like it could be dark oak. If so, that's amazing, because that's a ton of it. This looks like it could be dark oak as well. Yes, it is. Can we get a dark oak sapling? Doesn't matter. We need 4. I doubt we're going to get that. Can I drop something? No, I'm going to need to use my little thingy-majiggy. That will be fine. Make sure we get all the logs ready. I hope there's no sharks. Any sharks? Doesn't seem like there is. Oh well. Let's go check out this. Is this dark oak as well? It looks like it is. Yeah, that's dark oak 100%. Oh, there's a whole village thing here. Very nice. I wonder what's in these chests. Let's have a look. A cat spawn egg. Okay. A diamond nautilus armor. Feather fall in 2. Nothing really that useful. I saw a chest over here. What's in this? I can't even open it. I don't care enough. I do not care enough. I just want these dark oak logs. Whoa, bro just came out of nowhere. What the heck? I mean, I can do with the XP, so I might as well take him out. I mean, we have 41 dark oak logs already, so I definitely think we have enough. Hell yeah, man. All right, let's head right back to base with our 54 dark oak logs. Man, look how much better that looks with just the building in there. I'm so excited to see what this looks like with a bunch of buildings around. I think that's really going to be such a massive change, because right now it's still pretty flat. Like, there's not really much here, like one block above the water really for the most part, and then you just have this massive building. So when we get some more of those, I think that's going to be very nice. But the reason I wanted these dark oak logs was so I can craft up some of these. Let's go ahead and make some sticks, then some more dark, then we'll go like that and like that. Now let's use all of it. 39. That should be enough. I definitely think I need to come up with another small building for both sides, because it does feel very empty. Gonna have to wait till night so I can sleep, so we can start a new day with a new time lapse. If I start it now, it's gonna look weird going bright to dark really quick in the time lapse. But let's keep the stone smelting. I don't think I'll really use cobblestone, so I want to make sure I smelt it down whenever I can, because I'm much more likely to use regular stone. I'm very happy with how this building's looking already though. I think it looks very, very nice. Once we get these dark oak fences in here, that's going to change it a bunch. Also, why do I have both tridents with me? I should probably condense them down into one, maybe? Or maybe I should try and enchant them both. I'm not sure. I've never enchanted a trident. It's not really something I've used as a weapon before, intentionally. But we can sleep, which means I can go ahead and start the time lapse. Bang. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to go like this, then have dark oak, at least for the bottom. I think having the stone wall on the bottom is going to be nice, at least just for the bottom floor. It's going to seem more sturdy maybe. Then I can grab some of these, head up here and chuck these in like that. And the dark oak, because of how dark it is, oh my days, it's just going to give those beams a little bit more depth in contrast. And just have a look at that. The sun's obviously not in a great spot for it, but it just looks so much nicer. Oh my days. Okay, so next, what can we do? We can easily add some depth and detail to this, simply using some trapdoors. So let me make sure I've got spruce and I've got oak. We're going to use both. We're going to use oak on the bottom floor because I think that's going to contrast nicer with the stone. Kind of like that. Just make it look like some shutters on the outside of the windows. Beautiful. Then on the top floor, we're going to use the same kind of method, except this time we're going to be using spruce. Maybe we can even make it look like one of the windows is closed. We can have this window be open like that, just to shake it up a little bit. Now this style of detailing, I think, isn't for everyone. A lot of people like to keep it pretty simple. I'm not like other people. I try and go a little bit crazy, sometimes a little bit too crazy. I just love throwing in details everywhere I can. That's just kind of my style. But let me get some shears and let me also drop the cat egg. I don't need that. We'll drop the helmet. But I want to grab some leaves, and I think oak leaves is better than the spruce. So we'll grab some oak. Don't need a crazy amount, just a couple. 21, that should be fine. And just make it look like there's some like leaves around the edges a bit. I even like to add leaves into like these sections here. Make it look like it's a little bit overgrown. Okay, let's also add something in here, something basic. So the leaves just add that little bit of color, which is definitely very nice. In fact, do we have banners? Did we pick some of those up? Because I'm pretty sure there were banners at some of the houses that we raided, but I don't know if I collected them. Yes, I did. Beautiful. 2 white banners. I like adding these in. Not quite sure what, I'm trying to achieve with them. It's just a nice pop of color. It's a nice little detail I like to add in. It's kind of subtle. It's definitely very bright, but it just breaks the build up a little bit. I like it. I like it a lot. What else can we do? We can definitely add the chimney in, but I kind of want to focus on the front for now. We got some spruce signs. We can also do something similar with some dark oak signs. So we can turn these into signs real quick. It's like that. And I think I'll use spruce on the bottom floor. Just slap a sign in there and maybe a sign there. Do the same thing up here. A sign a day keeps the doctor away. You know what they say? It's a saying, right? Maybe I can even chuck them on the bottom corners here. I do need to make more. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's definitely looking good already. Definitely. I could certainly leave it like that. We're definitely going to chuck a chimney up there, but honestly, I think we might be okay. I think that looks fine. If we're going to put a chimney there, maybe I add like a hangy thing there. Let's end that replay because that's going to be for the front door. Then let's quickly work out our inventory a bit. Right now it's pretty cooked. I'm trying my best to sort everything. I think I'm doing okay. I'm doing a pretty good job. Comment down below W sorting, please. Give me that motivation. Okay, we need chains. And I kind of know what I'm trying to do. I need chains. I need grindstone. I need what are we gonna be lifting? Maybe a stone cutter. I need some oak logs. What else could I possibly use? Maybe some spruce stairs. Definitely some spruce trapdoors. Potentially some fences. Maybe some gates. Don't think I really need anything else. That should be fine. Maybe some signs. I'll actually make a couple more just in case. That should be everything I can use, to be honest. I don't think I need a rest because I should be able to do this bit pretty quick. There's not a huge amount really to do. I should be able to do it in, got maybe 4 minutes remaining of daylight. So let's quickly start and then build up, build across, and let's just dig out something maybe here. Bang, 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 and bang. Go like this. I've got some granite for a nice bit of texture. Let's see how quickly we can do this. We've got a little bit of daylight remaining. I'm sure we can get this done before then. And go with some stairs. Oh, I don't have a fireplace. Okay, that's not going to take long to make. Come on, Jozzah boy, get down here. We're running out of time, mate. How did you forget a fireplace, brother? Come on. Okay, bang. I think I've got everything else I need. It should be this, if I remember correctly, and then that, right? Yep, beautiful. Easy peasy. Oh, that chimney looks good. Might be a little bit close to the middle though. I think I need to move it over one. Yeah, I do. Definitely do. Just delete that. Try that again. Drop it over here a little bit. Delete this. Pretty much just changing the direction of what I kind of had planned. Go bang, bang, granite stair. Then, I mean, that's a decent height, right? Maybe I'll actually go one more. Then just use these temporarily so I can get that in. Boom, bang, boom, wall on top. Flip the trapdoors, nice and easy. Done, done, done. Then on this side, we'll go find the middle. Where's the middle? It should be here. So rip out this, put in the stairs upside down, double like that. Maybe we'll get some spruce stairs like this with a trapdoor in the middle. And we'll go and grab some of these so we can fill it in a little bit like that. Then we can go like that, have this come out to there. Oh no, we need to go one more, don't we? Okay, hold on. I need to change this to that. Okay, I've pretty much run out of time, but that's fine. Oh, hold on. I need to change this to this, don't I? Like that. I can go like this, connect the iron chains and have the iron chains coming down through here, connected to a stone cutter, which has a spruce trapdoor underneath. That gives us something looking like that. Look, I don't know. It's different, okay? It's not something I've done before, but I mean, it's fine. Fills in that space a bit. Looks a little bit interesting. We did run out of time. It is nighttime, but I mean, I was close. Okay, I was definitely not close, but I tried. If I didn't mess up the chimney, I reckon we would have done it. But hey, I think that looks all right. It's not a bad house. I do need XP, so let me quickly get rid of any mobs I can find. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing? Get out of here. Man, I'm really liking this house. This looks beautiful. And there's so much still to do because, I mean, it's just plopped into the middle of this lily pad. We need to decorate the lily pad, and that's going to make it look so much better. However, I do want to move all of my stuff inside because I really need to fix my storage. Well, that is a big fish. What the heck? Get out of here, spider. You're not welcome here, mate. Dude, we're already on day 40. And I haven't even expanded this side here. Goodness me. Do I have chests? I do. I have 2. Gonna make it hopefully a little bit easier to transfer things over. Go with this. This one can be our wood. I feel like I have a lot of wood stuff right now. I don't think it's going to be like that for long. I do think I'm going to use a lot of it, especially when we start building the other buildings. I've gone through the green terracotta like crazy as well. I used so much of it. And I actually really like this building. I think it looks good. I was worried it was going to be a little bit too boring because it's a very flat shape, but I honestly think we've pulled it off pretty well. All right, that's the wood that we've got. Not as much as I thought we had. This build has used a ton of it. A ton of the resources we've been slowly gathering. Need to make sure I start chopping both types of trees, maybe even expand the farms a little bit. Anyway, let's grab this one. And I'll try and grab a bunch of this stuff. Fix up the terracotta chest. Move our stone chest in here. It's good that we already kind of pre-sorted everything. That's definitely going to make things a lot easier for us. I would like to separate the stones from the minerals. I had those together, mostly just because I didn't have the extra chests, but we have that now. We can try and be a little bit more obvious with our storage. There we go. We're really starting to open this up. I think I can get rid of this now. I mean, he's the only villager left. Like, he's the only survivor. Everyone else is gone. Long gone. But I definitely think we can try and get some breeding going on. He's the only villager of this entire town. There's definitely a lot of things I can do to try and protect him, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't really want to raise these up, but I feel like I'm going to have to. But I mean, having a look at the island now, with that building in there, definitely just shapes it up so nicely. Super duper nice. But man, we are already on day 40 and I've really not built anything except our main building, which, I mean, it is a big building. I don't think the other buildings are going to be quite as large, but it's still a little disappointing. Although a lot of time has been exploring and trying to find things. I guess it's not horrible, but I definitely think we could have done better. Who knows, we're not even really halfway yet, so still a lot can change. Alright, that is everything pretty much moved over, at least from the chest section we had over there. Everything else is still in the barrels, but it is certainly a nice change from what we had before. Let's move the bed and the composter. Smack that there. Don't need this bed here really. Man, I can't get over how nice this house looks. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. Okay, now what I need to do is pretty much copy this design here onto this section here on both sides. You guys don't really want to see that, so I'll do a time lapse for you guys so you can see that happen quick, just like in the main video. But I'll see you guys once that's done. Alrighty, that puts us on day 48. As you can see, we have all 4 plots. We have chickens in this one, cows, and pigs, but no sheep. So I need to fix that. I also went around and quickly fixed up the back of this building so it looked a bit better. That's why it took a little bit more time. That's why we're on day 48 now. But I do think I got a lead in here somewhere. Yes, I do. That's from the llama of a trader. Now, I do need to bring this boat, but I'm also going to bring my chest boat because I'm not entirely sure if I can put 2 sheep into one of these boats and then bring that one along using a lead, but I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna come across something I want to grab. So I want to make sure that I have that other boat just in case, which I completely forget where it is. I'm running around this thing trying to find it, but I can't. Ah, there it is. Okay, before we go, I am going to quickly harvest up these trees because I've been trying to keep them going. I know for sure that I am definitely going to be needing a bunch of logs to build some extra buildings. However, this tree farm isn't really that big, so I'm probably going to have to either expand this or build another 1 or 2 tree farms. Probably both, because I think having trees in just one spot is going to be a bit weird. I might even add like trees into the area as like a decoration because I don't quite think having no trees is going to be good. I think we need trees around just to make the area a bit more interesting. And of course, I am making sure to collect any extra saplings. Oh, of course, there's a trident. Why would there not be? All right, where are you, brother? Here you are. Hey, unfair, mate. Unfair. See how much damage they do? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But there we go. We have 12 saplings now. That is plenty. I have basically no food, so let's quickly harvest up our wheat just before we head out. There we go, that's that one farmed, and I should be able to make quite a bit of wheat. I do need to create some kind of automatic system for this composter here. Just need 2 hoppers and then that should be fine, because having all these extra seeds for bone meal is going to be very nice. Anyway, let's quickly empty our inventory, and then we can head out on the mission. Oh, we got 2 creepers. Can I get rid of this zombie first? Yes. Oh, he gave me a carrot. Oh, brother. I guess the good thing is they are waterlogged, so it didn't actually break any of these. I guess that's a good thing about that. Anyway, let's make sure that we take this wheat and then head out in our boat to hopefully come across... Oh, there's a shark. Look, I told you there's sharks. How you doing, mate? He just ate a fish. Well, no, an ink sac. So he just ate a squiddy. I don't know how much damage he does. I kind of want to kill him. Oh, he's not coming for me, is he? How you doing, buddy? Oh my days, I fell in the water for a second there. I thought he was going to eat me. Okay, anyway, he's going to do his thing. Let's go and find some sheep. This is our first house here. Is it a sheep farm? I see some hay bales. So I feel like that means sheep, right? I mean, that looks like a sheep to me on the banners. I like those banners. I'm definitely going to probably steal them. Hey, look at that. The literal first house that I found as sheep. That's crazy. All right, I want to see if I can chuck this here. Maybe move it a bit closer. Remove these and then pull them out like this. Come on, friends. Hey, look at that. Now, my question is, if I put a lead on them... No. On the boat? Okay, I can put it on the boat. And then if I go in here, can I drag the boat? Oh, I can. Look at that. Okay, so I can just pull them like that. Man, how good is that? I had no idea I could do that. So I guess in reality, I could probably get a bunch of these boats, fill them up, and just bring the villagers back this way. The base should be right here in this direction. There we go. That's our little base. That actually didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Oh, and the shark is still here hanging out. He can probably smell the sheep. Look at that. What a cheeky fella. I hope he doesn't eat my sheep. Oh, he was coming for me then. Brother, relax, all right? No need for that, mate. I'm so scared he's going to eat my sheep. Please don't eat my sheep. Okay, I'm trusting you, buddy. Oh no, I just killed my sheep. Man. No, he's coming. He's coming. Buddy, get on the water. Oh, brother. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. Okay. Get in here. Jesus Christ. So it wasn't the shark that killed him, it was me. I did it. Man, where did he go? Oh, he's right there. Man, I do not like sharks. They petrify me. I won't lie. Probably not good considering I live in Australia, but it is what it is, I guess. Just stay out of the water. All right. Oh, there's another shark right there. Goodness me, they're everywhere now. It must be a thing like the longer you play the world. Oh, another one. Another 2. Okay, definitely the longer you play the world, the more sharks there are. That is crazy. Another one right there. Look at that. They're literally everywhere, brother. Okay, the water is deadly now. Man, I gotta be careful. But yeah, fortunately enough, this is not too far away. So I guess we've made 2 trips in a single day. How good is that? Another shark. Brother, they're literally everywhere. Haunting me. That's not fair. Oh, I didn't even bring my lead. I don't know where that went. Alright, anyway, who's next? Come on, mate. No, let's bring the grey sheep. Come on, buddy. Alright, and let's head right back. I hope they can't attack me in a boat. I don't think they can. Wait, those sharks are fighting, I think. Are they fighting? Yep, they're fighting. That shark won. I gotta be careful because I've been going in the water without really worrying about the sharks at all. But seeing how many there are, I mean, he's still here, waiting for me to slip up, make one mistake. Dude. All right, anyway, come on, Mr. Sheep. Come up here, brother. Get out of the... Brother, that shark almost ate my sheep. Did you see that? Come on, mate. Get out of here. Get in the water. I mean, get in the pen. Man, that sheep had no idea how quick he was to dying then. Bro, that's crazy. What a cheeky fella. Anyway, we have a baby sheep now. We should be good. No. In here, buddy. You'll get eaten by the sharks. Are you guys ready to reproduce again? Let me get you some carrots, mate. All right, make me some more babies, please. Or give me that XP. Thank you. Oh, hello, squid. Sorry it has to be like that, man. Okay, where are my chickens at? Oh, you guys haven't even grown. But he's giving me an egg in a second. Hell yeah. Boom. No chicken. These guys still have a while till they grow. All right. Now that there's a bunch of sharks around, I'm like very nervous every time I'm walking around. And I get like little tingles in my feet when I get close to falling off the edge, thinking that the shark's about to come and get me. Is that normal? I feel like that's normal, right? All right. We are on day 50, so we are officially 50% of the way through this thing. Do not blow that up. That was almost a catastrophe. But we are officially 50% of the way through, and we are almost level 29. So I think it is about time we really try and focus on getting our enchanting setup done. I think my main priority is going to be trying to get the levels through breeding up my animals and the occasional mobs through the night. Speaking of which, I should probably get some kind of drop setup chest in here. We also need a pumpkin farm. We need a bamboo farm, a sugarcane farm, and a melon farm. So we still need to get 4 farms built. Just leave these in the bottom here so I remember. There we go, these 4 items there. But we also have a ton of building still to do. Obviously, our house here is very alone. It needs some friends, it needs some details around it, so it fits in a bit nicer. And we need to detail this here. This is supposed to be a mining spot, but it doesn't look like it's just a hole, so we need to fix that. Now I do have a little bit of gravel and a little bit of dirt, so I'm going to make some coarse dirt, and I'm going to build up a little path here. I think I'm just going to make it straight for now, because I only have 20 coarse dirt to work with. Just a nice little flat path. Now that we've got that in, I can probably add in a little bit more. I should be doing a recording, my bad, but something like that. Very basic. Then I'm going to grab some trapdoors and some moss blocks and of course flowers. I'm going to build up some little flower pots in front. Well, maybe not here because I can't place it perfectly. We'll go right here. Just 3 blocks wide and we'll have the trapdoors around like this. Kind of like you saw on the vanilla. Kind of like you saw on the places that I kind of stole this stuff from. Definitely getting a bit of inspiration from them. That is for sure. And there we go. 2 flower plots. I also think adding in maybe some azalea trees would be nice. Just to the side. So potentially like right here. And bang. Beautiful. I mean, that's a big tree on my days. And we'll do the same thing on this side as well. Roughly about the same area. And bang. There we go. So that adds a little bit of tree decoration to the area. Makes it a little bit nicer. I think we grab some oak logs and some of both slabs and build like a little shelter here. Go in the corners, 3 blocks wide because that's the perfect number. And I mean, it's not really that crazy. We're just building a little bit of a incline here. A very slight incline, making it seem like a little storage shed. I will need some more spruce though. Fortunately, I have been collecting a bit of it, just like that. Or maybe there should be a bit of an overhang actually. Looked a little bit weird without it. Have to do it on this side as well. Beautiful, a little shed. Now what are we going to put in this shed? Well, I think we use some terracotta because we have a bunch of this like weirdly colored terracotta. The glazed terracotta, I guess. So we can make it seem like this stuff is stored right here. Kind of like that. And get some flower pots. We've got some other colors as well. We can add some of these in. Add in some flower pots. Some of them with flowers in them. Maybe some slabs here and there. Of course, we'll get some spruce buttons to make it look like little bits of like dirt or something like that. And hey, that's alright. That looks fine for me. And that kind of helps that area quite a lot. Now, I love adding wheat farms in, so I want to add a nice little farm in there. Do I have dirt though? That is a good question. I have 1 rooted dirt. That's not going to do. Okay, I appear to have 0 dirt. That is crazy. I have 1 dirt. Okay, that's not going to cut it. Let's grab our spruce boat and let's go out on another journey to try and find some dirt. Now I found this little island here with some of these little log things. Being able to grab all the stuff to make these piles is going to be very nice, especially the rails. And of course some extra spruce trapdoors never goes too bad. Why not grab some of these ones too? And I guess the little bit of dirt right here. Now we of course cannot forget either to make sure that we raid all the lanterns, because lanterns are always a good thing to have. I do need to try and store a bunch of this stuff. I have way too much stuff always, because I'm always just grabbing as much stuff as I can when I come and find these new villages. But let's keep on going until we hopefully find some dirt. Oh my days, there's a shark right there. They're always lurking. Oh, another one. Dude, this is crazy, man. Alright, we seem to have a bunch of dirt on this one, but considering with how many sharks there are, the dirt might be a little tricky to try and gather. I mean, if I break this, that's just going to go right down into kind of the ocean. And I mean, this is probably going to be not very nice, but if I push this guy in here, is the shark going to eat him? There's only one way to find out. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it is safe after all. The shark has gone on his merry way. That's what we're going to assume at least. I mean, with all the sheep in the water, we should be relatively safe. Oh, he's right there. Is he coming for me? No, he's cool. He's chill. Okay, I'm getting out of the water. This is freaking me out. We got 26 dirt now. Okay, that's not too horrible at all. I am definitely going to try and make sure I grab all these spruce trapdoors, because they are an absolute nightmare to craft. Crafting even a couple spruce trapdoors uses a ridiculous amount of logs. So whenever I can, I'm always going to be grabbing them. As well as these lanterns, they're not super easy to get, considering they require a whole iron ingot each. These campfires are also a great way to get some charcoal, which I can then turn into my own campfires. So I'm going to grab these as well. Alrighty, let's try and find something with a little bit more dirt. I have a feeling we're going to be going for a while until we find the next village. Alrighty, looks like we are arriving at the very next village. Let's see what we can find. That does look like a barn, which is fantastic because that has a bunch of dirt. But let's make sure we go in order so we don't miss any. Starting with this fella right here. Emeralds, thank you very much. Hey guys, how you doing? All having a good day? Got nothing for me, you're all useless. Give me the trapdoors as always. Can never go wrong with a couple trapdoors, couple lanterns here and there. You know, I'm not making sure I get every single thing that I require. In terms of especially the trapdoors, I could kind of just walking around fairly quickly and grabbing the easy to grab ones. Oh, look at all these leaves. That would have been nice. I don't have my shears on me right now, but I could have grabbed them, I guess. Oh well. Remembering that the main priority, of course, is going to be the dirt. So I'm happy with that. Let's dump a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, we have 49 dirt, 2 coarse dirt. That's not too shabby. Now this one here, this is going to be where we get a bunch of dirt. We have a bunch of cows. I should probably take them out for the XP. I don't know why I didn't do that with the sheep. That probably would have got me a lot closer to level 30, which is really what we need right now. Oh, they've got wheat here as well. Alrighty, let's just take it all. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Block the water so I can grab some trapdoors, fireplace. And hello, my friends. How are you all doing today? Level 29 secured. They don't really give that much XP. I just killed 4 and we barely made a dent. So maybe that's not the best strategy. I think breeding definitely makes a lot more XP. But I mean, it is nighttime. So if we can make it back to our base before it goes back to daytime, we might be able to get level 30 secured. So then we can pretty much start working on an enchanting table right away. But we got a bunch of dirt from this one already, and it's not even done. We have a bunch of dirt on this side as well. So I guess these barns are certainly the best way to get as much dirt as you possibly can. Killed the cows, and that gets us a little bit closer to level 30, but still not even a quarter of the way. That is very concerning. Alright, that's this one completely dusted for loot. Let's see if we can find some more dirt. This is now how much we have, just over 2 stacks. Oh, we have another cow and pig and chicken. Oh, they got everything here. Hello, my friends. Alright, let's hope that there's no sharks underneath because that would suck. I don't have any bait this time, so we're kind of screwed if there is. But it's very hard to collect all the dirt as it drops down. I'm gonna wait before I jump in the water until the dirt rises to the top so that I don't have to swim much. So while that happens, just have a look around, see if there's anything else I might like. Oh, we got a decorated pot. Beautiful. What's in here? Bit of coal. Take that. Coal block. I'll take that as well. Hell yeah, brother. Maybe some candles. Candles are a nice decoration. So if I break this with my hand, do I get it? Okay. So I've been smashing it with tools. That's why they keep breaking. That would have been nice to know because that's a nice decoration block. I reckon if the chicken's fine, I'm going to be fine. So let me quickly jump in, grab all this stuff. There are drowned, but I don't see any sharks. And now that's how much dirt we have. Pretty much 3 stacks. What have we here? Well, this is a terracotta one again. I don't think there's anything here for me, is there? What just happened? He just broke my boat. No way. Brother. I thought I broke it. I was so confused. Definitely skipping the night with that one. The heck? Oh, here he is, the cheeky fella. Come at me, mate. Don't sink down. Oh, brother. What is this, mate? I have to place my boat here and dump everything in there so I can collect my stuff. I have to just fight him. Come at me, mate. Ah, stop. Boom. Easy peasy, brother. Not even a single problem. No sharks around. Doesn't seem like it. Beautiful. I think I have everything. I don't think I've lost anything. So I'm pretty much just going to go back home. I'm pretty sure it was this way. And here is our home once again, looking a whole lot better now that we've got the back of the building filled in, got a bit of a chimney, some extra trees, and even that little shelter there. Although it's probably not the best looking shelter, definitely just makes the area look nicer. I certainly think an extension on both tree farms is necessary. Are there any sharks nearby? Oh, yep, there he is. Look at this cheeky fella. Look at him, thinking he's all smart. Is there another one? We have that one there. We have one there. Is there any others? Oh, yep, one there. Man, this is not cool. Not cool at all. All right, we do have 27 coarse dirt. Let's go ahead and get that replay started. And we'll build out a little path towards the shelter over here. Doesn't have to be super perfect. Something like that's going to be bloody beautiful. Just a little bit of that extra, difference in the ground I think is going to help. Now with this one, what was going over here again? A farm, that's right. Silly Jozzah. Build another path this way. We'll make sure to fill it in with the coarse dirt, just like that. And we'll create some kind of design. Let's just go ahead and be pretty funny with it. Did I just hear a trident? I swear I just heard a trident. Let's just pretend we didn't. Okay. Build out something like this. I reckon it's going to be pretty bloody good, mate. This is going to be a pretty big farm. I'm just trying to make sure the other villagers can very clearly see, that I am very obviously very wealthy. If I can have like a whole farm in my house, this means that, I've got space to waste. And it's important. It's important that the villagers know that I'm the boss, all right? I'm the champion. Oh, there's a shark right there. Dude, I'm trying to think about grabbing my terracotta. He's not going to make it easy, is he? Look at him. He knows. He knows what I need. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. I don't even want the terracotta. I was joking. You know what? I'm just filling this in. I don't like this guy. I do need a bucket because there's no water that I can just use for that farm. So do I have a bucket? I have 3 iron, so I can make a bucket. Where'd the shark go? Is it safe? I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. He's definitely just hiding somewhere. Oh, there he is there. Okay, you know what? Give me my terracotta. He doesn't even see me. He's too far away. Beauty, mate. And we'll just go ahead and fill this all in. Maybe throw the water bucket roughly about 4 blocks from this side, I reckon. Right here. Oh, hold on. Has to be 4 blocks from here as well. So then it'll be here, right? Surely. Okay, so we've already used the stack of dirt and a little bit extra. But we do have still quite a lot remaining, which is good. Because that means if I want to create some extra farms, especially for the pumpkins and melons, I can definitely do that. And potentially even grow some more trees. But there we go. Wheat farm is ready to be planted, which I do believe I have seeds for. Yes, I do. A whole stack. We can go ahead and fill this in. Almost. Very, very close. We just need like 6 more or something like that, which I might actually have in my storage. I do. I have a whole stack. I only need 6. I got hay bales in here, so I'll grab these, and why not just chuck a little bit of hay bales maybe here, a couple in here, some back here, just for the extra storage once again, just because you got to show them who's boss. We'll get some oak logs in here. We'll go bang, bang, bang. Chuck in some lines of it. We'll go an extra block. Fill this in. Then we can go with these rails, slap them over the top. A couple spruce trapdoors and slabs because it's roughly the same color as the oak. So it works very nicely, at least in my humble opinion. We have got a brown egg. Can I get it into the chicken pen? Maybe here? I think it might have gone in. It was close if not. Anyway, we got a little pile of stuff there. What else can we do? I saw on one of the islands, like a little pile of wool, which seems weird, but I guess it low-key kind of makes sense. Could always do a stack of bricks as well. Because bricks are kind of nice. Let's do that. It's a bit more red. Can do the stack of bricks, maybe just here. I guess it makes a little bit of sense with the terracotta right there. We'll just go something like that. A little bit, all over the place. Beautiful. Hell yeah, man. Then let's grab the stuff to make another pair of shears because I have no idea where my other pair went. Also going to bring some wheat, some carrots, some seeds so that I can quickly breed up my animals. We got to get a bunch of them going, guys. Not only for the XP, but, just so we have more animals. I don't want to be eating bread my whole life. I want to be able to eat some meat. You know what I'm saying? Hello, my beautiful pigs. I have returned with your favorite delicacy, carrots. Now make me babies. Hell yeah. Wait, give me the XP. Thank you. All right, cows are up next. I guess sheep. I got to do one side, then go to the other. Hello, friends. Make more babies. Got grey wool, got brown wool. Sure. You know what? You guys can have a flower. There you go. Alrighty, chickens are up next. Hey guys, make more chicken babies. Wait, where'd all my chickens go? I can't remember if that's the right amount of chickens or not. Alright, you know what? You guys can have a flower as well. Because you guys are laying eggs, which means bang, bang, bang. No chickens. Unlucky. Alright, moving on to the cows. I'm really liking how that build's looking. It just looks so nice, man. Goodness gracious. I can't wait to start building some more buildings in this entire village. It's gonna look so good. Alright, give me some cows, please. Need that Big Mac. Doesn't really give that much XP, I guess. It's okay, but not really life-changing. But now that we have the wool, let's go ahead and create the final thing here. We're going to go maybe here, something like that. I don't know. Looks a little bit strange, but it is what it is, I guess. I've got no more spruce trapdoors. Must be some more in the boat. There has to be. Come on. Yep. 2 whole stacks in there. That's crazy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, is there even a shark around me? I was just stressing for nothing. That's crazy. Low-key, a little bit embarrassing, but it is what it is. All right, let's go. We'll go with brown wool there, so it's a little bit higher. Maybe I have a little bit out as well. It's like overflowing a little bit, I guess. Sure. I mean, all in all, once this wheat farm grows, this whole thing's going to look a lot better. But it's definitely a lot better than it being empty. We got a nice, beautiful house. Now that we have pretty much everything in front done, I need to work on this area here, which is going to be where the mine is. The very first thing I wanted to do was build a crane, and I think I should just build like a little tower. We'll go 4 blocks, and then the 5th one can be the little thingy-majiggy like this. We'll go 1 block behind. How does that look? I reckon that's fair enough. Actually, I wanted to expand this, didn't I? I wanted to make it a little bit wider. So let's quickly move this back a little bit to about here. We'll build this back up just like that. While I'm remembering, let me quickly feed up all of my animals. Never mind breeding in 45 seconds. Come on, man. At least we got 4 eggs. Can I get another chicken? No. All right, hurry up, guys. Come on. All right, now we can breed them, make some more chickens. Wait, I need to get the XP. There we go. We'll quickly do the cows, which are ready in 10 seconds. Oh my days. I do like this new look of cow. I think it looks very nice. Very different to the traditional cows we're used to. There we go. They're going to make some more Big Macs. We'll make sure to swim over so that we can do the pigs. There you going, guys? You ready to go? Oh, already ready. Let's go. Now, this guy hasn't got a friend yet, but he will soon when they all grow up. Let's quickly do the sheep just over here, who unfortunately, now that I think about it, can't actually grow wool. Ah, that sucks. We'll have to get our wool through breeding, I guess, but they're going to do their thing. Now, there's a couple things that I need to get from my building. I reckon let's get some cobblestone, some spruce fences, maybe some spruce stairs. Actually, hang on. Let's grab some oak fences. I think that might be better for that little bit of difference, just so it's not the same thing everywhere. Then let's grab the iron chain. Do I have more? I should have more. Please have more. I got another 2. Okay, we have 3 iron chains. That may be enough, but it's probably not going to be enough, to be completely honest. So what I'm thinking is creating like a little bit like this. Okay, 2 chains will be enough. Then I don't really want to put cobblestone here. Maybe like diorite because it's a bit brighter. But I'm thinking of having like, make it look like a little bit of a counterweight on the back. And then potentially using trapdoors to make it look like it's locked in. Maybe I'll go like this. Actually, I'll put the trapdoors on the top like that. And then I can have signs on the side maybe. Man, I'm so unprepared. Why have I not got my scaffolding? That is the $1 million question. Okay, I do have signs. I do have more trapdoors. Scaffolding. We'll grab some diorite. I don't have any more oak logs for some reason. I must have misplaced them. I swear I did have more. Unless they're over here in my storage boat. Ah, they are. I knew I had more. Come on, man. But I've also got... Oh no, I already have a full stack of spruce trapdoors. I don't need any more. All right, let's get this crane done. Now we have pretty much everything we need. I don't think I'm going to need anything else. So chuck some spruce trapdoors on the outside there. Go with the oak log, oak trapdoor. Sure, that works for me. Some signs on the outside. Easy peasy. Some more oak trapdoors. That's a nice counterweight right there. I guess I could put like fences here instead, since you can't put 2 signs. That works. And then I can slap a sign right on this top one, which you can very clearly see. Okay, so that's kind of that done. Now I can do a spruce stair, maybe a spruce stair here as well. Then on the top, I might use a slab instead with a little trapdoor like that. We'll go trapdoor as well here. Then here we need to create like a little pile of rocks or whatever, something like that. Nothing crazy, but I somehow need to get under here. Okay, beautiful. I can just jump down here, go bang, 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 bang. Then have something like this. Fences on the side, also connected to some trapdoors. And then on the top, we'll just go like this. Very simple, very basic. I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, zooming out, you can tell that's a crane, right? I hope. We'll chuck a stair at the end. Maybe we'll go some trapdoors like that. Beautiful. Now I do want to expand all of this just to make it a little bit wider, just like that. Now I'm thinking of having like a stone brick encasing for the outside of that hole. So we'll grab some of these. Do I have mossy? I do have a bit of mossy. Maybe even some cracked. I'll grab some of that. And you know what? While I'm here, let me grab some granite, some brick, some cobbled, and that should be pretty sweet. I don't think there's, oh, maybe coal blocks as well. We can do that. So let's go ahead, remove some extra terracotta and create this nice little ring using mostly stone bricks, but also some cracked stone bricks as well, just to get a little bit of texture in there. Texturing always makes things look better. Just like that. Beautiful. Now we'll chuck in some mossy just on top, couple bricks here and there, like brick stairs, and maybe some slabs. And to me, that's pretty groovy. Hell yeah, man. Now I only have one ladder, so I'm going to have to replace that there. Of course, this is supposed to be a mine shaft. Is there sharks? Please don't be sharks. Okay, there's a shark there, but he's eating fish, so he should be good. Oh. There's a trident. Of course there's a trident. Why would there not be? Where is the trident? I felt the trident hit me, but I didn't. Oh, he's on a seahorse as well. Goodness me. You know what? Like I was trying to say, I know this is supposed to be a mine shaft, but clearing this water is going to take forever. And I have other things that I want to make sure I get done before this. So obviously, if we have time to clear this, I will. But I really don't want to run out of time, and I don't want to spend multiple days working on, clearing out the water. That's just dumb. But I am going to add little stacks of stuff just around the edge. Maybe some coal blocks there. We'll add some here too. I think some cobbled deep slate would be very nice. Of course, some granite, because granite is a nice colorful block. That's going to look good. I also think a little stack of logs just here is going to be very nice because, I mean, when you're in the mine shaft, you need wood. Of course, that's a very common thing that you need down there. I'm just going to add a little stack here. And I've got 3 rails I can just slap over the top. And of course, once again, adding in the little bits of spruce just to make it a little bit unevenly shaped. Just looks a little bit nicer. Just like that. Beautiful. I also have some bricks. I don't quite know if that's really going to fit, so I'm not going to use many, just something like that. Cobblestone as well. There's going to be a lot of cobblestone. Now, I would love to add ores, but we haven't got silk touch. If I do get silk touch, that's the very first thing I'm going to be adding. But to be completely honest, I think this is pretty good. I do need to fix up the lighting though. I don't love the lighting. So let me grab these and these. Man, that looks so much, oh my goodness. That looks so much better with the crane there and a little bit of details. Just night and day difference. It is so good. So easy to make things look good with just a little bit of detail, a little bit of structure, and it just makes things all come together. Should I add like a light right in the middle? I'm sure I can do that. Hey buddy, get out of here, mate. Okay, remove this and, oh, I can't. Hold on, let me deal with these guys. Oh, we're about to hit level 30. Oh yes, we're definitely level 30 now. With this last guy here, bang. Nope, let's remove the diorite while we can. Lantern and boom. There we go, level 30, we did it. Hell yeah, man. And I wasn't even trying to. I mean, obviously over time I was just gathering XP where I could, but look at that. That is definitely so much better. It's definitely not perfect. I would love to get ores in there. Right now, I don't have access to that, so this is the best that I can do. But having a quick look at the island, this is what we're looking like now. Pretty good. But like I said, this is only the start. It's only going to get better from here. Now, just over the last hour, you have seen a whole lot of changes. But I did want to highlight that everything you just saw for the last hour would have been cut out and turned into a 2.5 minute time lapse if I didn't make this second video. It kind of just goes to show how much is cut out in the videos that you just don't see, all the little intricacies of what goes on, which is obviously what most people enjoy watching. They don't want to see all those small bits, but you do. So I appreciate you being here and watching this video, and I really hope that you do enjoy this longer format. If you guys do, make sure to let me know down below so I continue to do this. Anyway, we have 45 days remaining, so let's lock in and get this thing looking absolutely splendid, mate. Now, this house is looking absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. The market is looking so much nicer. And we have a mine which looks beautiful. The only issue is the island is still very small, so we need to fix that. But before we do, as you can see, we are now level 30, which means we can officially get ourselves an enchanting table. I mean, just have a look at how good this place looks though. I love it so much, man. Now we do have the 4 obsidian required, we have the 2 diamonds, and we also have a ton of books. So crafting up the enchanting table is no problem. Really, the only thing left to do is craft up the bookshelves, which requires me to come up to my spruce tree farm, grab as many of the trees as I can, of course make sure to replant them, and do the exact same thing over at my oak tree farm. Now we only got 2 saplings from that, surely there's more under here. Hold on, we need to check for sharks. Okay, there's a shark there, but he's quite far away so we should be okay. There's definitely a bunch of saplings that just all fall in the water all the time, but we still have an extra 7 to use, so chuck them down and boom, hell yeah, man. Now I should definitely have enough logs now to craft up these bookshelves. I mean, 21 bookshelves is more than enough. So I guess the only thing left to do is grab my oak slabs, as well as some of the green terracotta, also the lime, and create an enchanting lily pad. Although I really don't know where to go with this island. I think I'm going to make them a little bit more random from here on out. We have the symmetrical middle. I think that's the most important part. So I think it's time we start making a little bit more creative decisions with these. Let's go out 3 and then just kind of bend this way. I'm thinking something like this. Just go ahead and expand this a little bit. Then we'll have this come right behind this one here. You just have to build this out a little bit more. So this kind of wraps around the back of this farm here perfectly. So then we have something like that. I'm sure we could put something little in here, but for the next circle, let's just try and pick a random spot. We'll go right here, alright? As random as I possibly could have been. We'll make sure it's 3 blocks away, so about here. And why not also have the entrance be a little bit funky too? We'll go like this. So it's on a very slight angle. Oh, we are out of slabs. But we can do something like this. I think that would be very nice. Let's just make ourselves some more with the 27 oak logs that we have. There we go. We have a ton of oak slabs now. So I can kind of just build this out like this. Then for the circle, we'll go very basic. We'll go 2. Then why not just make this like a really small circle, considering it's just for the enchanting table. There we go. Very small circle. But we only need to fit in the enchanting table. So we'll fill it in using the green terracotta. Just like that. Now we can plop the enchanting table right in the middle, grab the bookshelves and fill it all around the outside. Of course, try not to mess it up. Come on there, boy. But that should give us level 30 enchants. Yes. Nope, not quite. Let's just fill this whole back thing in here like that. That's fine. That now gives us level 30. We get Silk Touch. That is exactly the enchantment that I was wanting, so that I could add ores into the mine area. That's also going to be helpful if I use more stone, because then I don't need to smelt it up. So let's grab our lapis and we'll take it over to the enchanting table and we'll just quickly enchant this with the Silk Touch and we get, oh my days, we got a perfect pickaxe. Let's go. That's a huge win for us. Now obviously that does look very boring, but don't worry, we are definitely going to be fixing that up, making it look a little bit better. But for now we have a brand new pickaxe, which I'm very excited to use. I need a ton of this lime terracotta and a ton of this green terracotta. And now that we have an efficiency 4 pickaxe, that's going to be a whole lot easier to grab. And for the sake of making this village larger, I'm going to need a ton of both blocks. This is pretty much all I've got, what I have in my inventory. That is certainly not going to suffice. So I need to go to the neighboring villages and raid them to the ground and take everything that they've got. That's probably going to take quite a bit of time. Hang on, I do have another stack of green terracotta. I have a stack and a half. Yeah, obviously that is nowhere near enough. So I need to get a ton more. I also need to make sure I get way more logs because I don't have much. I've only got 50. And I mean, that's a big tree there. Let's quickly chop that bad boy down. Bang. Hell yeah, man. We just got a bunch of logs from one single chop. Man, you love to see it. Oh, there's a shark right there. Oh my days. I should have had a look around before I did anything. He just devoured a fish as well. Oh, he's going to do it again, is he? Oh my days. What a hungry fella. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nah, let's not mess with that guy. Is there more sharks around? It's just that fella. So we should be okay to grab these logs. Okay, we got 20 logs. Now I'm sure you can tell there is a ton of things we still need to build. My dream would be to have a building for each profession. I don't quite know if we're going to be able to do all of them, but I'm definitely going to do my best. So let's go raid everything I can find, get a bunch of this terracotta, get a bunch of logs, and we'll see how we're looking once we are done. Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on here. I've killed like 5 drowned already. There is so many of them. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of drowned, and you can see them coming from everywhere. Like, there's so many of them. I'm just sitting here trying to collect all of my stuff, and these guys just spawn like nothing. Like, look, you can just see their eyes everywhere. I have never seen this many naturally spawned monsters at once. Like, there is basically nothing that I can do. They just keep coming in endless waves. I won't lie though, the XP is definitely nice. Oh my goodness, I cleared most of them. There's still, oh my goodness, another one coming. Another one, they're still everywhere. But I never saw so many drowned in one space. That was crazy. But I have been collecting a decent amount of terracotta. I've just been pretty much going from island to island, taking as much as I can without really worrying about the building. Although since I'm pretty much out of food now, after that battle with all the drowned, I think I should head back to the base. Alright, and we're back. I've got myself some food, and I harvested up a bunch of my trees. Now I think the best thing for me to do is try and come up with a very nice walkway throughout the entire area, expanding out, and add in a bunch more circles. This will allow me to really just have space so I can focus on building the buildings. Although I will need to do some resource gathering to grab more terracotta if I do run out. And I'm probably going to need to keep hammering down my trees just so that I can fill in the paths. So let's go ahead and do that in the form of a time lapse. I'll see you guys when we have something better to work with. And after a bunch of changes, this is now what the area is looking like. And honestly, this is pretty much as much space as I need. I do think I've made the left side a little bit smaller than the right side by accident, but it's kind of close, I guess. But there is still a ton of things to add in. You can see there's little bodies of water here, which are quite large, but you can't really fit a circle in there. So I have a bunch of ideas for what I can put into these little spaces. Although before we go crazy on that, I went to get a bunch of dirt because I still need to plant pumpkins, bamboo, sugarcane, and melons. Now fortunately, I do have an idea for what to do with the bamboo, but that's pretty much it. In this back corner here, I think it'll be perfect to add the bamboo in here. I was thinking I could add like little lines like this and just kind of follow the road with the bamboo, just kind of outlining it. I have no idea if this is going to look good at all, but we're definitely going to find out very quickly. If not, we can just quickly delete it, I guess. But I'm thinking something like this is going to be pretty perfect. I might have messed this up. Hold on a second. Let's remove that like this. Okay, surely that's better. And we'll just have this come up pretty much to here. And we'll add another little path. Maybe we'll add another path in here, another path in here, and then one more there. And you know what? Just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and make this too wide. So we have something looking like that. It does look a little bit weird on this corner. So let me quickly adjust this. Maybe that should be pretty fine, I reckon. And I've only got one bamboo. So that's probably going to take a bit of time. But we'll have bamboo there now. For this section in here, man, I don't even know how I'm going to build a path there. Maybe I could like turn this into a dedicated path and have this run right through the bamboo farm, just like this. And then I did get myself a huge amount of terracotta because I thought I was going to need a bunch, but I think I got a little bit too much. This is at the same time I went to get the dirt. As you can see, plenty of terracotta to go around. I hope it's enough. But I'm thinking I build something up like this and build out like a really awkwardly shaped farm, kind of like on an angle, I guess. The only issue is I have to be careful of not overlapping there. I mean, even that might be a little bit close. But okay, that looks really weird. I don't think I could have possibly made that look any stranger. Instead of trying to keep the line straight, I'm going to try something a bit different. I'm going to go for like a really rough shape so that it looks like it's kind of just been put in here to fit in the area. Kind of like a last minute thought. It was just kind of thrown in here. That's my idea, trying to make it look like that, which is exactly what it is. This is very last minute thought. But I mean, in an area that we're in, we're literally in the middle of the ocean, so we kind of just expand outways and try to utilize the space as best as you can. At least that's what I would assume you would do. So we'll go ahead and fill all of this in. Oh, I'm out of dirt, but there should be a bunch in my storage boat. Yes, plenty. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I really do not want to go and try and find more dirt. It has been an absolute tragedy. Okay, but we do have whatever that is. Oh my days. I don't know if I love it, to be completely honest. It does look very strange. Maybe I'll chuck in little bits like this. I don't know. Sure. I do need to get some water in here. Wait, if there's a water block underneath, do you even need water? Surely not, right? Okay. No, you do need water because that makes sense. I mean, there's literally water touching the bottom of these dirt blocks, but okay, whatever. I guess I'll just chuck some in. So we'll go like that. Then I'll grab my pumpkins, turn them into pumpkin seeds, and randomly place them in like this. So eventually they're going to grow and we'll have pumpkin. Our bamboo has also grown, so we can grab this fella. Nope, come back, buddy. And now we have 2 bamboo. Beautiful. My diamond axe is pretty much gone though. I do need to try and get that fixed. I also need to make sure that I remember to feed up all of my animals. In fact, let me quickly do that now. I have an entire chest dedicated to my crops now because I have so many of them. I'll just quickly feed up my pigs, get the XP from them. Oh, hell yeah, we're getting a bunch of XP now. Thank you, pigs. I'll feed up all of my sheep. Give me the XP. Thank you very much. And we'll walk over to the chickens and we'll do the same thing. It is nice having extra paths because it gives me more options on kind of directions I can take to get around. But this should get me up to level 30. Yep, there we go. Easy peasy. Plus, we have a huge amount of eggs, so why not throw these down as well? Which gets us 1 chicken. Okay, that's very unlucky. But let's not dwell on that. Let's go ahead and feed up our cows as well. And there we go. Our cows are now growing as well. Beautiful. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not cool, friend. Get out of here. But since one of our goals is to get good armor, let's go ahead and get ourselves a diamond chest plate. We only have 1 diamond left, so we probably need to get that fixed. I probably should have thought about that, considering I literally have a silk touch pick. Oh, well, maybe I'll make an iron pickaxe and have to enchant that. Hopefully we'll get fortune 3. But we'll grab ourselves some lapis. We'll head over to the enchanting table right over here. And we get blast protection for unbreaking 3. You know what? I'll take that. Hell yeah, man. I literally had diamond armor. What am I doing? Oh my days. I just wasted all those diamonds. I'm an absolute idiot. That's crazy. Oh well, guess we'll just chuck it in there. That's fine. I even need a diamond axe. That's crazy. I can't believe I just did that. I guess I'm definitely going mining for diamonds. But we are on day 71 and we have 4 of these circles which have absolutely nothing in them. Obviously, that needs to be changed. So I'm going to go through and make sure that I fill them all in with some buildings and get the area looking a little bit closer to being done. I'm also going to get some more towers, trees, and farms in there to make it look a little bit more homey. And of course, try to get some more diamonds. So let's get onto that right now. Alright, so of course I need to start by grabbing some more oak logs because we only have just over a stack. This is definitely not going to be enough. And as you can see, I've made an iron axe because I'm definitely not going to have enough of this diamond axe to harvest all of these trees or anywhere near as much as I need. So our problem isn't any longer going to be the trees because I've got a second tree farm, which should make things a little bit easier. But like I said, I still have that issue with the axe. This diamond axe is pretty much on its way out. Wait, is that drowned attacking the shark? That is so cool. I had no idea they were enemies. That's exactly what I like to see. I wonder who would win. Okay, definitely the shark. The shark just took that guy on easy. It's a 2v1 and the shark is decimating them. Oh, look at that. The drowns never stood a chance, man. Yeah, do not get on the bad side of a shark. Those guys are mooty. But now we have over 2 stacks of oak logs from a single harvest, which is amazing. We still have all those trees over there to go. So we're going to start with this little circle here. I'm very worried about this one. This one I think is a little bit too small. I have no idea how I'm going to fit a house in here, but I guess we'll just have to smack something down. Maybe something like this. Can we go 5? Yes, we can. I seriously don't know how we're gonna do this. I feel like this is probably the best that I can do. We'll just build this up how I would usually build a building. About 5 blocks high is perfect for me. That's generally the kind of size and shape that I can easily build something decent. I mean, honestly, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just needs to look good. That's the most important part. We'll go with stairs on the main bit while using slabs on this outside bit. I think that would work nicely. Once again, using the same palette that I used over there. Spruce for the trim with oak for the main block. I even think I'm going to do a different style of roof just to make this one a little bit taller than the side bit. It's nothing crazy, just a little extra block there. Honestly, it's a very basic house, but I think it looks fine. I always forget to bring my crafting table, so I just make a new one. And now I can craft up all this stuff. I don't think I need that many slabs. I probably shouldn't be doing this actually. Hold on. I've got a ton of stairs and slabs back at my base. I should be using those. Oh, and the bamboo is looking pretty good. Let's quickly harvest that and expand this along here. Beautiful. I just wasted all those oak logs just then. Such a bad decision. Look how many stairs I've got. Oh my days. Oh well, that's fine. You know what? Actually, let me grab the scaffolding too. I always forget that. And we'll just fill the rest of this in. And I'll make sure that I do this roof as well. And with the roof in, that's looking very nice. Like I said, it's a very, very basic house, but I think it's going to look very nice. Especially once we get all those little details in that really just shape builds up. Unfortunately, I don't have any andesite, so I'll have to get some of that a bit later. But with the walls in, I mean, this is already looking like a house. Although there is still a ton of things I need to add in to really finish it up. Okay, I've got pretty much most things that I need to decorate this thing. I'm sure I'll be able to put together something nice with this stuff. I do just need to grab myself a stone cutter from in here, which is right in this corner here. And that will allow me to craft up these stairs, which I can use for the tops and throw the fences in for the windows. Keeping the theme very similar throughout the entire village. We can't change things too much throughout the entire thing because otherwise that wouldn't really make much sense, considering each build is probably built by the same people. And of course, the village is limited to the same resources. But of course, adding in leaves as normal to the area makes the build look a lot nicer, and it would be a crime to forget adding in a little chimney. Once again, keeping the style very much similar to what we did on the main building over there. I mean, those small changes there makes this build look very nice, but obviously we're still not done. We need to add in some shutters, some nice designs to the top here. We'll go something like this, and then bang. Usually I would add andesite just for texture, but I don't have any. After all, this is something I can bring back later. But I wonder if we have some dark oak fences that'll help keep the builds very consistent, because right now those oak logs are kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies. I also need a spruce door while I'm here, but we do have some. Not much, but hopefully enough to get us done. After all, I can just craft up some more. So we have 50 total. That should get us at least a decent portion of this build done. But smacking a door right there, as well as some dark oak fences on the edges, will just help bring this entire build to life. And I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely a nice building for some villagers. Living on an ocean definitely limits what you can do, especially when trying to build something nice. And considering, unlike literally everyone else, I don't pre-build my things in creative, I just kind of let things go and hope that it all works out. So sometimes we really have to use our brain to try and make something look good and have everything come together nicely. But honestly, I'm happy with this very small build. I think it looks nice and cute and cozy. I think the only thing remaining here is adding some andesite as well as maybe some decorations in the front yard. But we can work on that a bit later. Currently, our main priority is of course going to be getting all buildings done, or at least built. And zooming out, that is definitely a very nice addition to the area. Okay, now we have this one here, which offers a lot more space to work with. So let's throw down our little workstations and try and create a nice little design here. We'll go here, we'll go 3 blocks and we'll go 5. That fits in nicely. Then we can go another 3 and maybe try and make a 5 block one. Does that work? I'll have to move this back. I wonder if this will work. Something like this. I know it's like slightly weird, but I think it could potentially work. We could even do like a little tiny thing right here. No idea what we would actually put here actually. Maybe that won't work. We'll just leave that for now. Okay, let's build these all up by 4, connect them all together. Man, this is going to be a really weirdly shaped building. Potentially one of the weirdest shapes I've ever done. And of course I'm out of oak logs, but we are right next to our tree farm, so let's see how many we can quickly get. Our axe has definitely seen better days, and any second now it is about to pop. And we'll be on to the iron axe. Oh my goodness, it's still going. It has 14 durability remaining, so probably 1 or 2 more trees and it's done. But we did get 30 oak logs from that, so not too shabby. Okay, this is the shape of this building. Probably not the best, but I'm sure we can come up with something. Maybe we could even build something like a second level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll just have it like this. Maybe that could work. Make this building extremely interesting. However, once again, we are already out of oak logs once again, so I need to head over to the other tree farm. So let's finish up this diamond axe. Can we get one more tree? Oh, we can. This one's gonna break. Nope. Okay, now. There we go. We'll just chop down these trees, as many as we can, and the logs are slowly floating to the surface. I actually have no food. Oh my goodness. I'm on to eating apples now. Alright, we did get a decent amount of logs. We're at 46 now. And that farm is fully replanted, ready to go again. Once they grow, of course. Man, I still can't believe how good this building looks. I love it so much. I should probably get some food. The only issue is I don't know where my food is. I'm sure we've got food in here. We have to. Okay, you know what? We're still on the wheat, but that's fine. It might not be super delicious, but it'll do for now. Alrighty, let's continue with this. We're just going to build this little second section up like that. And honestly, let's just do this because I'm a little bit lazy. And we'll do that just to save on that single log. Alright, now we need to figure out the roof, which as you guys know is the most important part. Let's grab some extra spruce stuff, which now that I'm thinking about it, I probably have a bunch in my base, which I should be using first, but obviously I'm not because I'm silly. But we'll go with a spruce roof for this front section here. Oh wait, hold on. Because this one's 3 blocks wide, maybe I go stairs here and I'll go spruce on that one. So just a very basic roof here, connect it like that. This one, like I said, is going to be some slabs. Oh goodness, this is going to be a really funky building, isn't it? But who knows, it might work. And we'll connect this across the top like that. Then for this one, of course, we have to have it going along the longer side. So we'll use stairs and do something very similar to what we did down there. And we're out of spruce stairs. Let me see if I've actually got some in the base. I don't. Okay. I could have sworn I did. I must have used them all. Okay. Hey, I guess that's a good thing. I do have slabs though, so I grabbed some of those. Building houses on these slabs is a lot trickier than I was expecting. Having to conform to the sizes of the lily pads does make things a lot more tricky. Look at that big fish. Zooming out gives us a house that looks like this. Definitely different, but I think once again a very nice addition. So once again, let's jump right in to filling it in using the oak, just like that. Make sure to fill these spaces in and fill in this roof as well. And the final roof right over here. Now I can go through and add the top roof in. And unsurprisingly, I'm going to need to make some more fences. That is a little bit of a pity, but let's just make sure we don't waste resources and we use the sticks that we already have in the base from harvesting the trees. We have a bunch of them. But now we have 48 fences, which is plenty for now. Let's not forget to add in a chimney to the top. After all, when you live on an ocean, it does get pretty cold. Of course, for the bottom floor, we're going to keep it nice and consistent, going with the stones and stone bricks. I just realized this is only 4 blocks. Oh, that's right, because it's 5 at the back. My bad. That actually might work for the door, to be honest, because we can go something like that. Beautiful. Man, we are absolutely burning through these blocks. I wonder how much stone I have remaining. The good thing is we do have a silk touch pickaxe, so if I do need to get more stone, it shouldn't be too difficult at all. But zooming out to look at the build now, I think it's looking pretty decent, considering the shape we had to work with. But we still have to add in all the details, which is really going to make this base come to life. I also need to make sure I grab some of these leaves because it helps cover up all of my errors with my building. It's a little cheat code for you guys. If you ever build a building that looks weird, just throw down some leaves and it kind of fixes up all the imperfections. It's like we can just chuck some leaves there, smack some in there, just make it look a little bit like overgrown. I don't know what it is, it just makes builds look so much better, at least in my opinion. Might even chuck some in on the roof of this build. I mean, just adding a couple leaves in there helps it look a little bit better. Of course, let's go ahead and keep it consistent with the other build we did, adding in these little shutters like this, maybe some trapdoors. We do still have some dark oak fences, so let's see if we can quickly deck out this build with at least the ones on the front that we're going to see, kind of like that. I wonder, do we have enough to do the top as well? Throw in some dark oak signs just to add that little bit of extra detail. And I mean, it's not looking too bad at all. It's definitely not perfect, but I don't think it looks bad. Now, like I said, I will be coming back to do interiors as long as we have enough time. The most important thing is that we get all the builds in so that when we have a look at the village, it doesn't look empty. Now, very clearly, I do not have enough resources to build any more buildings. I need to get a huge amount of oak logs, as well as head underground to hopefully find some more diamond. So what I'm going to do is quickly empty up my inventory so I have a bunch more space. I'm going to try and make a bunch of food. I think I'm going to have to just take... Oh, no, we've got hay bales. I forgot about these. Hell yeah, man. Now, before we do go underground, let me quickly harvest up these trees. We've got a bunch of oak trees on the top that are ready to go. The only downside is I have to wait for it all to come up because there's sharks trying to eat me, which obviously isn't going to feel very good. But once everything rises to the top, I can very easily grab it. Although I did collect most of the logs, so there's not really much to try and grab. But we got a grand total of 57, which is really not that many, considering it takes a couple stacks to make just one single house. But we do have another oak tree farm, so let's quickly run over there and just do the exact same thing, just like that. And that gives us almost a stack and a half. In fact, if I get this tree, we should have very close to a stack and a half. Okay, yeah, kind of close. I am also going to make sure that I get these spruce trees right here. I might not be using spruce trees as a main block for the houses, but they are still very common in the build, mostly in the roof. But I just want to make sure that I have these blocks just in case, because we're not only going to be building these houses, there's a couple other things I would like to build, as long as we have time. Okay, that's all the spruce trees harvested. I don't need many diamonds, literally only a couple, but I would love to have them as a decorative block. So I'm probably going to try and find about 15 or something like that. I need a diamond axe and I need little stacks around the island. That's pretty much it. So let's head down after quickly breeding up our animals. Alrighty, sheep first. Thank you guys. I appreciate the XP. We'll grab a little bit more wheat. We'll do the pigs, which we apparently have a bunch of. Look how many pigs we have. Oh my goodness. That is definitely getting us a decent amount of XP. Very nice. Of course, we're going to do the chickens, making sure to collect the eggs because then we get even more chickens on top of the ones we get to breed. From 12 eggs, we get 2 chickens. Okay, that's pathetic. That's alright. We'll just breed them up the good old-fashioned way. Alright, thank you guys. See you guys later. Now, finally, we'll do the cows, which I think have the most amount of animals out of all 4. There we go. We have a bunch of new cows. Alright, let's head underground. Alright, after searching for quite some time, I have found my very first diamonds. At least since we've been back down in the mines. I've been swimming for quite some time. Up there's even more. Beautiful. So we're definitely in an area which I haven't been to yet, which is great. Wait a minute, what is this? Okay, never mind. Way too many mobs. Please. Oh my days. Oh my days. Brother, there's mobs everywhere. Holy camole. I do not like that. I want to stay in the water, please. Okay, there we go. That's better. Oh my days. Yeah, I do not want to deal with that. No way. Oh, more diamond. Let's go. I do kind of want the regular diamond because I don't love the way the deep slate diamond looks. At least when I'm trying to use it as a decoration block. But I guess a diamond is a diamond, so I shouldn't really be complaining. You know, there's not really that many diamonds down here. It's a little bit sad. Oh wait, this is an air pocket up here. Oh, that's huge. But I can't really go up there because it's so deep that we're just so heavy we have to keep swimming. I think we're too high for diamonds now. Now I need to make sure I try and stay near the deep slate level, like just around here. And breathe. Oh, more diamond. Hell yeah, brother. Although it is deep slate, so I just wish I could get more regular diamond. We have got 2. Okay, never mind. That's not really enough. Can I find maybe like 1 more regular diamond? Potentially. That would be lovely. Because I think we do have enough diamond. We don't really need that much. I just needed a couple pieces, really. That's all. Or maybe gold. Gold could look nice as well as a decorative block. I'll grab some of these. Oh, only 2 as well. And I guess that'll have to do, right? Okay, I'm really having no luck finding these diamonds and we are running pretty low on time. So I'm not going to waste any more. I'm going to head all the way back up and I'll see you guys when we get back to the base. And we are back, but it is nighttime, so I'm going to have to sleep. So we did get 12 diamonds, which is certainly not horrible. But there's a couple mobs around here, so I'm going to take them out just to get their XP, get us a little bit closer to level 30 because we still have quite a few things we need to enchant. But I can now smelt these deep slate diamond ores. I'm going to keep these 2. Maybe I'll put these over in the mine area. Maybe like just here. That'll work for me. But now that we have 2, we can go ahead and get another diamond axe because we can't be seen with the iron. And there we go, another diamond axe secured. Let's make sure that we quickly get this bamboo and we expand the farm. Oh, there's a creeper there. I guess I'm gonna have to deal with that guy. Come here, mate. Oh, no, buddy. You're done now, champion. Easy. I should have enough bamboo now to fill this all the way in. So then we'll have a full bamboo farm. And it looks like our pumpkins have also been growing very nicely. So let's go ahead and harvest these bad boys up. Of course, so that we can make some more seeds and add a couple more because I didn't really fill this in properly. I just didn't have the seeds on me. But that's a little bit better. And honestly, not doing too bad. Alright, let's harvest up these trees so that we can get a couple more oak logs and potentially have enough to begin the next build. Oop, there goes the axe. Now I'm onto the diamond one. Alright, so I have to build something here now. Let's go on this side, we'll go 5, like that. And for this one, we'll go 3. Or maybe we'll swap this around, hold on. We'll go 3 on this side, 5 on this side. Then we'll bring this out 5, just like that. And we'll build this up so it's 5 blocks high. The only reason we can make this build so big is because I believe this might be the largest lily pad. And we're already out of logs. I should have more in my base though. I'm pretty sure I stored them all there. There we have it. We have another stack and a half. So I can continue to build this thing up. Okay, that's the main shape done. I reckon we build this up 2 levels as well. So we'll bring this up to 5 and we'll build, okay, not this way. We'll build it on the 5 block side, just like that. Very basic shaped house. Now I'm wanting to try and build a blacksmith. So I'm thinking of having a little shed sticking out to the side of it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll grab some of these and I'll also grab a bunch of the spruce so that I can start building the roof. I'm sure you guys already are aware, but like I've said before, the roof is the most important part of any build. It is definitely the make or break. So I'm thinking for this one, we do something slightly different. Let's go with something like this. We'll go with stairs, then a block, kind of like that. Then we'll go up. Let's just make sure that we repeat that on this side. Go up like that, and we'll go another block. Oh, I am out of the spruce stairs, but no problem because I can make a bunch just like that. Hell yeah. I'll go up like that, so it's kind of weirdly shaped. Okay, maybe I need to adjust that a little bit. I should have gone up another one like this. Bang, bang, then bang, 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 bang. Which gives us that. A little bit different, but I think it's nice. Honestly, no idea how this is going to look once we get the top roof in, but how about we do something really weird? Let's go and make this one this way. I have no idea what this is going to be like, but we're about to find out. It's definitely a very strange way of making a roof, but we're going to roll with it. We'll see if it looks good. Definitely going to be a nice learning experience for all of us. There we go. And we'll connect it using the spruce slabs right through the middle, just like that. And I mean, definitely different. A very different build for sure. Looking at the island all together, I think this is really coming together well. But definitely not done here. Let's go ahead and build out a little shelter. Should we go like that? No, we can go another block. Let's go here and then let's go here. Go bang, 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 bang. Like that. Hell yeah, brother. And we'll just go something pretty basic just to get it looking a little bit more groovy. And then I'm sure you already guessed it, we're going to chuck in a very basic roof. Now with this one, I want it to be very shallow. So how I'm going to do that is just like this. We're going to go 2, then we're going to go like that. So it finishes like this. I think that should be nice. But like I said, we're going to find out together. Does it work? Yeah, that works. Hell yeah, man. This might be one of the cooler buildings that I've made so far. Alrighty, let's go grab some resources from our main base and hopefully get that thing looking a little bit better. Because right now it's looking a little bit strange. We'll grab some of these. We'll grab some stairs and that. I'm trying to use all the blocks that I've got in here. There's a bunch of random stuff that I really need to try and use. I would love to use everything that I've stolen. Maybe we can try and incorporate the beehive, even though there's not really any bees in there. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Hold on, I do need to grab some stone. I forgot about that. Silly boy Jozzah. So we'll grab, we only have, oh no, we have a stack. Stack and 21. Also grab some bricks too. I forgot about that. That should be everything we need. Yes, I think so. I actually don't mind how this build looks right now. and we haven't even added in the main roof, so it could look even better. Out of all the builds, this was the one I was most worried about because I had no idea how I was going to build the blacksmith because I've never built one before. This is the very first blacksmith I have ever attempted to build, so I really hope you guys think it looks good. I do unfortunately need to make some slabs, some oak slabs, but that's perfectly fine. We do have plenty of logs and we still got a bunch growing. There we go, that's the first roof done. Let's do the second one. Let's not forget to fill this bit in as well. Like I said before, I do often forget to do this bit, but not today. This is going to be the first 100 days where I forget 0 of them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a day to go in the history books. And there we go, that's that roof done. Now we just have one final roof to do, which thankfully uses only the stairs, which we have a bunch of that we stole from all the other villagers. So it's about time we finally put them to use. There we go, that's the final roof. So how does it look? Definitely unique, that's for sure. Does it look good? I guess I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Let's make sure that we fill in. Oh my days, I did not mean to do that. Wonder if we could just pretend that doesn't exist. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide if that looks good or not. For now, I just need to make sure I get the rest of this build done. It's definitely a good thing that I collected all of these stripped logs from all the other builds because that has made this a lot easier. If I didn't, then I'd be needing to use oak logs for that as well, and that would just be pure torture. But fortunately, my foresight allowed us to avoid that issue. And as you can see, of course, I'm going with the exact same style that we used on the other builds because, like I said before, this village is in the middle of an ocean, so there's not going to be many different types of resources available, and the builds are probably going to be built by a lot of the same people, so it just makes sense to me. I really like this build. I'm very surprised with how it turned out. I am definitely pleasantly surprised. Alrighty, let's add some of these special things in. Nothing crazy, just enough to make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Get some sticky outy bits. Exact same design that I used on my main build. There's only one thing that this build is missing, and that is of course a massive chimney. So let's make sure we get a massive chimney right in the middle here. Did I bring my campfires? I didn't. Okay. Does that look fine there? Yeah, that looks fine. It could have done with a little bit of texturing, but I mean, it's okay. Now I do need oak fences and surprisingly oak trapdoors, which we don't actually have much of. I also need this campfire. So we'll smack the campfire, the little brick, then the spruce trapdoors. Beautiful. Now we just need to get the fences in, which I don't think we have enough of, but we can at least fill in the top floor. That is for sure. We have 9 remaining, which I can try and fill a bit of the bottom floor in, but of course we're not going to be able to do it all. I'll need to make some more. But honestly, that's not looking too horrible. We can get some trapdoors, maybe some shutters, maybe throw in a couple spruce buttons, and definitely need some leaves, which should be in my main base. We have 32 oak leaves. I'm sure this is going to be plenty. We'll just throw these in just like we did in the other builds. I think around this chimney is going to be helpful to make that a little less weird. And honestly, I'm very happy with how this build turned out. Very, very happy. And very surprised as well. I think that looks really cool. And I just found out where I put my crafting table. It's on the top of this. Goodness me. I was trying to find it so that I could make some fences, but I just couldn't find it for the life of me. But there it is there. I made way too many sticks, so yeah, get out of here. But with the 24 oak fences, I can just fill in the rest of these windows and beautiful. There's definitely more that can be done here, but I am pretty happy. Like I said, my main priority right now is to make sure that all of the buildings get done. Then we're going to go through and add in all the details to literally the entire town. And that is really what's going to be what makes this look insane. But there we go. That's that one done. Beautiful. At least in terms of, you know, the basics. It's got a roof, it's got walls, and it's got basic details. We still have to go absolutely crazy on it, but we will very soon. After building all of those builds, I found myself halfway through day 79. I began working on a circular wheat farm to the front near the mine entrance. I thought it felt a little funny shaped, so the farm smoothed that out nicely. In the little space in the middle, I added in a small path with some barrels and composters at the end. On day 80, I decided to breed my animals for XP, which easily got me to level 30, so I grabbed some lapis and checked out what I could get at the enchanting table. After checking all my gear, I was able to get Unbreaking 3 on the
axe, which to me was the best deal, so I took it. I then finished breeding my animals, which got me back up to level 28. These farms are getting so full that the XP I get is now quite nice every single time that I breed them. I then spent the rest of day 80 adding some gardens in front of my house to fill in the weird empty space. I spent all of day 81 attempting to build a sugarcane farm, while a trident guy was absolutely pummeling me. I was able to get a nice curve and filled it in with sand from the seafloor and sugarcane from the raided villages. I also put in 2 floating moss plants to add in some flowers. Moving into day 82, I decided I needed to spend some time working on my gear, so I harvested all of my farms to get as much stuff to breed as I could, and I went to town breeding all 4 of my animals. I easily reached level 30 and decided to enchant my pants, which gave me protection 4, which I was very happy with. I still hadn't bred my cows, so I went and fed them, and after that I checked on my pigs, which were already ready to go, so I bred them and the sheep, which got me right back to level 30, which let me enchant my helmet with protection 3, Aqua Infinity and Unbreaking 3, which was a massive win. I spent the next few days going to nearby villages, stealing their villages and bringing them back to work for me. While still in the villages, I noticed a market pad, so I made sure to steal all the wool and banners for later. After bringing back 2 villages, I realized this was going to take much longer than I wanted it to, so I grabbed some potatoes, gave them a bunch, and they got busy making new generations in seconds. I used the remainder of day 25 breeding up my animals so I could enchant my final piece of gear. I ended up getting protection 4 and Unbreaking 3 on my boots, which completed the goal of having fully decked out gear. Certainly a lot better than my usual unenchanted iron armor. On day 86, I decided to use the wool and banners I recently stole to add in some market stalls around the village. I thought these would add some nice pops of color and also a nice build to populate the area. From day 87 to 90, I went through the entire village, adding in some extra farms to feed the village, platforms for stacks of resources which were collected and stored for the future, as well as adding in a bunch of patches of moss blocks. My idea for the moss was to add this into spaces between the paths in sections which would have algae buildup due to the water being surrounded. This will be the perfect place to add some flowers, colors, and of course green to the area. And now that brings us to day 90 in the storm. As you can see, there's still a bunch of areas which are completely empty, especially these little algae pieces or moss blocks that are added in. For the most part, these are completely empty, but I'm going to go through and just fill them all in with some flowers. Also try to get some grass in there just to make it a little bit more interesting. And we're finally using a bunch of the flowers that we got from raiding all the villages, which wasn't a huge amount. I have all the flowers in my inventory. I wasn't really focused on grabbing flowers, which I do kind of regret. I do wish I spent a little bit more time trying to get the flowers, but obviously I didn't, and this is what we have to deal with now. But I should have enough because we don't have a huge amount of these little moss block things, and we still have a ton of these flowers remaining. Just enough bone meal to get all of them done, and honestly, I think this is starting to really come together. I am still waiting on my melons. I do need to plant a couple more. Probably shouldn't have made 18 seeds. I definitely did not need that much, but I guess that's fine. And honestly, that should be enough melons in there. I guess I'll just drop these seeds. Our pumpkin farm is doing very well. I'm going to quickly harvest these up, which gets us a very modest 21 pumpkin. The good thing about the pumpkin is they're bright and orange, which is not a very prevalent color in the area. So in spaces like over here, I can add a stack of these and it's going to look like a bit of storage. I can do the same with some barrels and composters, maybe even chucking in some slabs, the spruce ones. That should make that look a little bit nicer. And I do want to add another market stall in here. I've made this large enough so I can fit one of those in. I just need to go and grab some more wool. So I need to find another market stall area and then I should be able to make another one. But until then, I guess I kind of just have to wait. I think I could also add a market stall in here, which would really add a huge amount to the area. So of course, there is a bunch of odd jobs I still need to do, like filling in these platforms here, adding in the market stalls and the platforms over here, and a couple other odd jobs which just need to get done. So let me spend a couple days on that and we'll see how this area is looking like when that is completely done. This place is now looking absolutely scrum-diddly-umptious. All those little details just really brings this whole thing together. Except we have a little problem. While I spent almost an hour building and really focusing on just getting this place looking absolutely amazing, our village villagers are gone, and there's only an iron golem remaining. So what I assume has happened is there's been some drowned that have come up and sniped my fellas, and they're gone. Just absolutely eliminated. They're gone. I have no idea where they are. And considering we're on day 97 with a goal of building a village, but there's no villagers, that's a definite problem. However, I might be able to make a lead. You're kidding. I'm literally missing one string. I wonder if I have some string down at the market. If I do, that would be perfect, because then I can bring a bunch of villagers back at once. Look at that, we do. Do I have any more? Oh, I've got a bunch. I wonder if I can bring multiple leads. So let's make, you know what? Let's just make all of them. That's 10 leads right there. Then let's quickly grab up some of these oak logs. Bang, 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 bang. That should be more than enough. I just need to wait for the saplings. Is there sharks? Okay, there's a shark there, but he doesn't seem to be close enough. So we'll just fill those in, and we'll quickly make up some more boats. I do only have 2 steak remaining, so I'm probably going to be back on my wheat, but that's perfectly fine. I'll just make up a bunch of bread. 14 should do us well. But I'm going to make a bunch of these boats. I mean, 8 is probably overkill. Hold on, I made 10 leads, so maybe I should make another 2. Man, I only have 3 days to get as many villagers back as I can. And this time, I'm gonna lock them in the house. Hey, wait a minute, there's a dolphin on our land? What the heck? Brother, that was crazy. I did make another dock out here, as well as another spruce tree, just to make it even. We had oak and spruce on that side, so I figured I'd do the same over here. But let's just head way out to the village nearby, steal as many villagers as we can, and hopefully be back before day 99. This out here is a very large village. I'm sure there's going to be enough villagers to go around. I will skip the sheep farm because I'm pretty sure I already stole those villagers. Let's just start over here with whatever this is. Alrighty, where are my friends? Why are there no villagers here? What the heck? There's literally none. Not a single villager. Oh my days. Oh, I guess we better check the next one. Obviously, the drowned is killing a bunch of villagers, not just my ones. But I can see 2 villagers at least over here, so that is fantastic. I believe this one has a dock as well. Yes, they do. Oh, there's 3 of them. Hello, friends. Bang. No, bang. Come on. There we go. Hey. So I'll chuck a lead on him. And if I just drag him out here, hopefully no drown take them. Let me just grab my lead back because I need to steal this guy as well. Thank you. Oh, this is so perfect. I already have 3 villagers. Why didn't I do this before? I had no idea I could craft leads. I forgot that was added in this update, or whatever update it was. Come here, my friends. Get in the boat. Now I can chuck a lead on this one. Get this guy in a boat. Throw a lead on this one. And I should be able to just bring them. Okay, please work. I hope the leads don't snap. Oh, they did. Okay, they're stuck on this. Nope, they're also stuck on this. Okay, hopefully this now works. Hey, let's go. We got a bunch of villagers, man. We got 6. I wonder how many I can get at once. This is kind of crazy. I wonder how many villagers there are over here. Oh, no, there's drowned. There's drowned coming to get me. You know what? I'm going to take these 6 villagers back because I've got them, and why risk having the drowned get them and making my life harder? If I can just get these back to my base, then I can always make a second trip. And this is a bunch of villagers. I really think we only need to make one more trip. And you can see our base way off in the distance. Isn't it just looking so good now? Oh my goodness. I'm very happy with what we were able to create from literally nothing. Alright, and can I just drag them in here with the boats? No, I can't. Okay, let's just sleep so we don't accidentally have them get destroyed by any zombies. Now my next question is, can I put a lead on them? Okay, no I can't. That would be pretty bad if I could. But let's of course try and get them in the boats on the little paths. Wait, am I missing some? Wait, where did one of my boats of villagers go? What the heck? Alright, well I must have lost one on the way. Let's just bring this guy along with us. It's a little bit awkward, but we should be able to do it. And we'll just bring him into this house here, which is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. I'll just have to wheel the boat in myself. And boom. Now I just have to stop him from getting out. Like that. Then I have to do this a couple more times. I'm going to bring this guy into that house as well. No, don't. Hey. There's a trident guy again. Taking out my villagers, man. They're so annoying. Like, why? They took those 2. Brother. They're so painfully annoying, man. The trident guys, the little drowned. Man, I hate them. Like, look at this. Look at this guy. Man, just why? You know what? You can go as well. Get out of here. This is what I've been dealing with this entire time. Just drowned. I absolutely hate them. with a passion now. But we have 2 villagers in there. They're kind of stuck there now. I don't really need these here actually. I can quickly light up the area just to make sure. I'll deal with those guys a little bit later. For now, I just need to head all the way back to grab some more villagers. I'm just going to try and get 4 so I can fill in the other 2 houses. So there's at least 2. I want 2 of the lectern guys, some farmers, and then 2 blacksmiths. I know it might not be perfect, but I mean, I've done this now. This is probably the 3rd time I've got villagers in these houses. But you can see just how horrible it is with the drowned. Absolutely no mercy, and they're just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh wait, there were villagers here. I didn't even see these guys. How you going, gentlemen? Jump in my boat. Thank you. And you as well. Easy peasy. All right, we just need another 2 and then we're good. Anyone here? No, this is where we stole from last time. They were taken out by drowned, unfortunately. What about here? All right, you guys gonna be safe there for a second? Don't get into any trouble, please. How you guys going? Get in my boat. Hell yeah. You too, buddy. Get in my boat and come with me, mate. Oh my days. All right, we have our 4 villagers. Let's just hope we can get them back safely. Oh, there's a shark right there. Got to be careful of that guy. Okay, this time, I wonder if I can just bring them right up. I doubt it. No. But I tell you what I will do. I'm going to get them both onto this path right away. If I can try and get the boat right. Yes. And yes. Now get in the boat. Yep. You guys too. Okay, beautiful. We have them both in the boat. Oh, the shark was coming. That was close, man. All right, can I get these guys into where they should be? Like ASAP? No messing around. Okay, I'm going to have to destroy this temporarily. And I'm going to have to destroy this as well. All right, we got it. Now I just need to get my other guys as well. Please don't be eaten. Oh yes, they're still good. They're still good. Quickly sleep and grab the boat. And we got to drag it over to the final house, trying to make sure they don't fall into the water, because then the boat gets stuck. I have to bring them all the way this way, then switch it up, come this way. Come on, guys. And I'm going to need to destroy this so I can get them inside here. Come on, man. Oh, yes, I think I got it. Okay, we have all of them safe. Now, I do quickly need to make up 2 more composters and grab some trapdoors so that I can stop them walking out of the house, because I don't believe they can open trapdoors. If they can, then I guess this plan just isn't going to work. But at that point, if it doesn't, I literally give up. So these guys can be our farmers. We'll just chuck one there, and you know what? They can share a bed. Then because the door is on this side, I'm gonna have to do this. That should stop them walking out, but then I can still get in like that. So I guess we'll find out. Haha, sucker. You're stuck here forever. Become a farmer, man. I wonder if he can get out if I open that. Oh, he can't. You're stuck there too, mate. Unlucky fella. Now, get back. Go become a farmer, man. Don't worry about these ones. I'm gonna have to break it, aren't I? Because he's trying to pathfind to these. There we go. Yeah, look, he can't even get through. Beautiful. Alrighty, now I just need to do the exact same thing to the other places. I seem to have misplaced these. These should be on the inside. Alright, let's break that. Make sure they can't escape. Beautiful. They're stuck in here forever. But I can leave whenever I want. Alrighty, do the same thing for these guys. Just need to break this. No. Okay, he's left. Why? No, brother, what are you doing? Oh, and I can't even get through. These villagers will literally be the death of me. I'm calling it right now. All right, in here. Please just come in here and stay. Stay there. All right, you. Now you have to come back, mate. All right, let's try that again. Wait, where's my stone brick? Ah, here it is. All right, now they shouldn't be able to get out. So I can break these and they're stuck here forever. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Just got to fix up what I broke over here and quickly empty all of my inventory. All right, I have 42 emeralds and a couple books. I wonder how easy it's going to be for me to get mending. If I can get mending, that would be perfect. Blast protection. Oh my days, this is going to be tricky, isn't it? Come on, guys, take the job, please. But why aren't they taking the job? No. Why? Where has this guy got to go, honestly? Honestly think I'm done with this whole villager thing. This has become a serious issue. Oh well, they're not going to do anything, so I guess let's sleep. All right, you guys going to take the job now? Nope. Okay. Whatever. You guys can stay there forever. Goodbye. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially on day 100. Overall, I'm very happy with what we were able to get done. I truly think that this place looks absolutely incredible, considering that when we started there was literally nothing but ocean, and we were able to create this absolutely beautiful sprawling village with absolutely everything that we could need to survive. This was one of the more fun 100 days I've done, but also very difficult and annoying, especially with the drowned. But I had a lot of fun with it, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching it just as much as I enjoyed doing it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, until next time, peace out.